You look bad at all.
Are we live?
All right. That was a good start.
Oh my gosh.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
We're here on the Morning Mayhem,
Let me make
Piper
my
Beach
sandwich.
Radio. It's Taylor Arant and Mike Ellison. Good morning, Taylor.
Good morning. How are you?
All right. I'm doing just fine. You know, today is finally, well, maybe not finally, but real close to being a little break, a little reprieve from all the political ads because we finally reached Election Day.
I know, it's here.
I know. How about that? You know, we got a lot of local folks running for office, and I appreciate someone that willing to make that sacrifice because
Yeah.
you know it is because they're always going to be in demand. There's no 8-hour days.
Really putting theirself out there.
They really are, and you know how many of us could withstand the scrutiny of trying to run for office? That would be hard to do.
Yeah.
So we have some sample ballots. We're going to be talking about those hopefully a little bit later in the show. But I'm so glad because my wife is like, I mean, at 10 o'clock last night, we're getting text from Gary Palmer,
Oh gosh.
who is running for U.S. representative re-election. He's been our representative for, I would say, probably a dozen years at least.
Yeah.
And I mean, I think he's done a good job. I mean, he seems to. He speaks well and explains himself. You know, his actions. So to the voters.
Yeah. But don't text me at 10 p.m., Gary.
I know. Now here's why I even brought it up was he's favored like 85% to 15. Okay, the polling.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you texting me to get me to vote for you? I mean, are you trying to actually make me look at the other person?
Yeah.
Because it's 9:40. I mean, that's not that late. Don't get me wrong, but
Maybe schedule. I mean,
I thought what
maybe like 8:40.
they're texting you because they're counting on you being horizontal, right? And you're sitting there scrolling, and
yeah.
boom, there's And we did talk about it, so maybe that's part of it, right?
Maybe so.
But soon that will be over, unless of course there are runoffs, which I believe will be like 3 weeks from now. 3 or 4 weeks. So, but anyway, we're excited about that tonight. Aaron Ellison and I will be hosting a post-election show here on Piper Beach Radio, starting at 7 o'clock tonight.
Yeah.
Here at the Clanton Tractor Studios.
And I, or a fill-in, I haven't decided yet. Just kidding. I have decided. But anyway, we will be bringing the results.
Oh, good. Well, that'll be great. The more, the merrier.
Yeah. I really like that shirt.
Oh, thank you. Thank
Very
you.
springy.
You think so?
Yeah.
I've always thought of it more of a wintry shirt, but
Really?
you think could it go for winter too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fall or spring.
I've
I
had
like
this
it.
thing forever. I don't want this to come out wrong, but I'll spend a little bit more to get something that'll last me,
Oh, yeah.
a lot longer. And so that's what this is. I don't know. This thing's probably almost as old as you are. No, not quite.
Looks like
I'm
you just
kidding.
bought it yesterday.
Yeah,
Miss
yeah.
Raynette's done good taking care of it.
Yeah, that's right. And the folks at Clanton Cleaners,
Oh, yeah.
they do a great job too. Because I get them pressed every now and then. But thank you very much.
Welcome.
Well, what you been up to?
Well, what did I do yesterday? I went home and packed.
You packed.
I packed. Well, I didn't really pack, but I planned
Was that
a steamed.
familiar? Yeah,
Thank you, Coca-Cola.
yeah. That familiar sound.
But yeah, we're leaving for vacation tomorrow. And so I went ahead and got all my stuff ready because we're going on a cruise. And, you can't take steamers on a cruise. And that stresses me out because I don't want to be wrinkly.
Take something. Well, never mind. Don't take my advice.
Is that my phone? Oh, that's my computer. Sorry, y'all.
Why don't we have
Anyway,
my phone
so I don't want to be
connected?
wrinkly. I rented. Bailey thought I was goofy for this, and you tell me your opinion. So instead of going on like Shein or Amazon or to Walmart or whatever and buying some clothes, because you need new clothes when you go on vacation.
Well,
You need new clothes to see these people you're never going to see again. Thank you, Chrissy. Okay. For the cruise, we're going to go to the dining room every night and eat dinner. So I wanted to dress nice and wear clothes that I haven't had before because all these people have seen me in them before. So I went on Muley and rented like the high-end clothes to take with us. So I rented 6 pieces and 4 of those were dresses.
Didn't realize that renting clothes was a thing. But
Yeah.
tell
And
me
in my
more.
mind-
Tell us more.
Well, in my mind, I thought that it would be better than me going buying cheap clothes. They're going to fall apart. It's going to take space in my house when I already have so many clothes. Versus paying I think with the coupon code, it ended up being like less than $80. And I got to pick 6 clothing items. And they're all like high quality name brand clothes. So like one of the dresses is like a $300 dress. And then a couple of them are from Anthropologie, which is a expensive brand. Anyway, Bailey reprimanded me on that. Was like, that's goofy. But then he asked for the website and got mad because they didn't rent men's clothes.
Well, it does seem somewhat discriminatory.
Well, how you gonna get mad? And you were just making fun of me for renting clothes.
Hey, how could I hate TikTok videos and now look at us?
I guess. But he has enough Hawaiian shirts to be dressed for 2 years. So he's good.
On a cruise?
Every day. He could wear Hawaiian shirts every single day.
You've heard of people living on cruise ships, right?
I know. I've heard that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm kind of scared, though, because, I've been having this allergy deal, and it went away a little bit the first time I went to the doctor. Well, now it's back. And I don't want them to quarantine me and say that I have that hantavirus.
Oh, no. I'm sure you don't.
If they try and act like I've got them, I'll beat somebody up.
You're going
that way
out.
they'll put me in the jail instead of the
hospital.
hospital.
You're going to Yucatan, right?
Cozumel.
Yeah, that's right.
But you never know.
That's the Yucatan Peninsula. And then we have this conversation.
Oh, I don't know.
I think we did. But anyway, that beautiful
it's supposed to rain the whole time.
Sea. Well, even then, the air is going to be great.
Oh, I know.
So you'll be fine.
That salt air.
That'll probably be a
knock
huge
it out,
benefit to you. It'll be when you come back.
Yeah.
When you come back to your quote normal and all your pollen and stuff. Although I think the pollen is, and we are supposed to get rain ourselves this week.
Yes.
So hopefully we will.
Let's see what the pollen is. Or what the
rinse it off a little bit. That's about all I can do.
The allergy forecast today is a 7.2, so it's at medium. The predominant allergens are hickory, oak, and grasses. So it's not too bad. Not the worst it's been.
Right, not the worst.
But anyway, all that to say, to reel it back in.
Yeah.
Yesterday,
You packing?
steamed all my clothes and matched Hawaiian shirts to my outfits.
Did you pin little or paste little, this outfit 1, outfit 2?
I did not, but I hung them all together. So I hung dress, Hawaiian shirt, dress, Hawaiian shirt.
Okay.
That way he knows.
There you go.
And I'm taking my steamer with me. Mom and Decent are going with us to New Orleans because they're going to drop back.
So you have like a stiff clothes size box to keep them in so that they don't
I did get a garment bag.
Okay. But
So
you
I'm
have
gonna
to
steam
fold
'em.
that, right?
Yeah. But I'm going to steam them now. I haven't put them in the garment bag yet. I'm going to put them in there tomorrow, right before.
Do they not have a service on the boat?
I don't think so.
I would think they would.
I mean, they have laundry, like a laundry room and a laundry service, but they don't have steamers. Last time we went.
Yeah, but I mean, you could go and say, lightly press this or whatever they do to it.
I don't know. I'm just going to take my steamer to New Orleans, steam everything again Wednesday night before we get on the boat Thursday morning.
All right.
And then as soon as we get on the boat, we did a late, what is it called? A late boarding. So I'm going to immediately go to my room, hang my stuff up.
Well, I am sure that we will hear more about this, but don't be too upset if they're wrinkled because those garment bags,
I know.
and they're not. There's no guarantee.
I know.
So,
but I'm hoping for the best, especially with steaming them twice and then unpacking them as soon as we get on.
Well, I'm sure that a lot of ladies can relate to what you're saying. So I get it. When we went on a cruise a few years ago, we had the captain's night, I guess, where you get dressed up. So we all had our, suits, and our wives had their nice formal gowns on.
Yeah.
And we went to eat, and it was pretty cool in that, Yeah, the suits and all were a little bit wrinkled, but it wasn't until like 4 days. So
Yeah.
I don't know if you've ever done this before, but if you get into your shower and it gets real steamy,
Yeah.
you can hang something up in there,
I
and
got some wrinkle release
and
too.
it beats nothing. You know what I mean? It helps release those wrinkles a little bit.
I think that my clothes are just really wrinkled, and Bailey's Hawaiian shirts are really wrinkled because they did get mailed to me. So
Yeah.
they were in that little, it was like a packing cube, and Bailey's was in a Space Saver bag all wadded up. So,
Yeah.
but anyway, I digress. That's what I did all day yesterday. And then we went to the new Waffle House for the first time.
Oh.
Yeah.
Breakfast?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, for dinner, breakfast for dinner.
Okay.
But
I had
didn't
breakfast
realize,
for dinner last night.
Really?
I did. I made it myself.
Aw.
My wife and family were all out, so it was up to me.
Yeah. Why didn't you go?
They were actually already involved in stuff. They had been gone all day.
Yeah.
Like when I got home yesterday after work, they were gone. So one involved a doctor's appointment. Our little granddaughter is having her tonsils removed.
Oh.
She has battled all year with a strep throat.
Yeah.
And the doc says finally,
Bless it.
yeah, this will be better than having to have her take medicine all the time.
Yeah.
You know,
Ice cream for dinner for a few nights.
I'm not sure that they. Yeah, exactly. We got plenty of ice cream. We have that covered.
Yeah.
My wife is so funny. That's Thursday. It's an outpatient thing, and I'm sure her throat will be sore. Although I still have mine.
I do too.
Yeah, I never had them taken out. But anyway, so she's going to go. That was what's going on. That's why I had breakfast for dinner. So how
Yeah.
was it at Waffle House?
was good.
Did any fights or anything break out?
No.
Wow.
It was very simple. I didn't realize either how wide that building is compared to the old one.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, because when you drive by, it looks pretty small, you know?
Looks about like
a
you
lot-
would think
yeah.
a typical.
Like the other one. No, it's not. It looks like, I wouldn't be scared to say twice the size.
Really?
Width-wise. Yeah.
A lot more tables in there, huh?
No, not
Oh,
really.
just more room for
Just
for you
more
to kind
room. There's more room like behind the
of
bar.
stretch your legs, so to speak.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
the tables are wider, so
Okay.
people like me aren't squeezing the table.
But there's something about that, though. You know, when you go to the original, and you've
I know
got
you're packed in there.
everything.
It's very
There's a little
cozy.
spot here, with 2 plates up against your glass.
Yeah.
Right. And
That's right.
salt and pepper is
It was kind of weird because
neatly tucked away.
Bailey ordered a All-Star. Deason ordered a Rock Star. That's what he calls it. And they put all our plates on the table at one time. We didn't have to consolidate. It's kind of weird.
Okay.
Very strange.
Interesting.
Yeah. But anyway, thank you so much this morning to Workout Anytime and Wood Surfside Marina for sponsoring us. We appreciate y'all sponsoring so much. And of course, we're coming at you live from Clanton Tractor Studio.
That's right.
We're going to take a few minutes. We're going to go to break. And when we come back, we have some sample ballots, some stories about animals, some nature talk, all the things. So y'all stay tuned. You're tuning in to Morning Mayhem with Mike and Taylor.
Looking for the perfect way to unwind, compete, and have fun with friends or family? Then Putter Up Pelham is your next destination. Whether you're a mini golf pro or just out for a good time, Putter Up offers a one-of-a-kind indoor putting experience with custom effects lighting, sounds, and robotics at each hole, plus automated scoring and a virtual caddy to guide your game. And our ADA-compliant courses include special putters for individuals using wheelchairs or walkers, so everyone can join the fun from ages 4 to 100. Rain or shine, day or night, it's always game time at Putter Up. Come for the fun, stay for the challenge. Swing by Putter Up, where every stroke counts. Traditions come and go, but excellent service and compassionate care are benchmarks in any era. That's what Ellison Memorial Funeral Home is committed to providing you, whether through the pre-arrangement process or seeking services at your time of loss. Ellison Memorial offers a noticeable level of care and attention to detail. Others do not. So before making a decision based on yesterday's traditions, experience the Ellison difference when it comes to your loved one's final arrangements. You'll be glad you did. Call us today at 205-280-4600. Ellison Memorial Funeral Home, setting the new standard in local funeral service excellence. We are always here when you need us.
Underage drinking is deemed by many adults to be a rite of passage. Parents who host parties for youth may think they are being protective, but they are actually putting their youth at risk of physical and social consequences. Know the truth. Underage drinking and social hosting is a bad mix. For more information, contact Central Alabama Wellness, 205-651-0077, or visit centralalabamawellness.org.
All right, we're back. Good on the Morning Mayhem on Piper Beach Radio with Taylor and Mike.
Mike
So
and Taylor.
We're talking. I don't know what to do, folks. It's just something I'm more. It's a work in progress, like we all are.
I can't laugh.
Hey, we got a lot of folks that are already signed on this morning. I want to say good morning to Wanda. There's Vicky and Ricky, as well as Brian and Robert Robinson. Good morning, Robert.
Good morning.
And Mike Baker. So, with Mike, I'm sorry I could not wait. I already cracked the Coke open.
Yep.
This is my
All
coffee,
that
okay?
talking
I don't
about me
drink coffee.
steaming.
This is my coffee. You know, it's dark.
Oh, yeah.
I like it cold.
Good cold brew.
Good cold. Yeah, good cold brew. Yeah,
All
I never
that
thought of it
talking
that
about
way.
me steaming was really
things
making you
just go
thirsty.
better with Coca-Cola.
Oh, yeah.
That was an ad campaign. I don't know when it was, but
With,
I remember
with the
it.
peanuts.
Huh?
With the peanuts.
With the peanuts? Oh my gosh. You can't, there's nothing better. Oh. Especially nowadays, you know, you can get those roasted peanuts. You know,
Yeah.
not just a regular peanut, but 'cause that salt stays on there a little longer.
Yeah, it does.
That sweet and sour taste, you know.
Yeah.
So
Well, you have
what you got there? You said something about some wildlife?
I do. So May 15th, it's passed a little bit now, but it was Endangered Species Day.
I did not realize that.
I didn't either. But it said that factors for endangerment include habitat destruction,
Yeah.
destruction,
Right.
disease, and overutilization of the species. And Alabama, I knew this, but Alabama is known as America's Amazon due to the incredible biodiversity. And we have the third highest number of species on the endangered and threatened species list.
I did not know that. Does it name
Yeah.
what they are? What those three are? I was just curious.
We have the third highest
Oh,
number.
I'm sorry.
so
I
it's a
thought that we
lot.
had three of them.
We're
or something.
only behind Hawaii and California.
Wow.
Yeah. But in 1938, Alabama was the first state in the U.S. to protect the American alligator. And almost 3 decades before, it was federally listed as an endangered species.
How about that? We were a little ahead of the game there for
Yeah.
once. Way to go, Alabama.
I know. And now it went from near extinction to thriving so much that there's a regulated hunting season, of course, which I think it's just one day or maybe a weekend.
I'm not sure, but boy, there sure have been some big gators taken out of the
Yeah.
swamps down. Typically, although it's really all over the state, they're really
Yeah.
all over the state. I mean, I play golf at a place in Montgomery. They have a gator or two out in there,
Yeah.
one of their lakes. So
But a lot of times you see the hunting in Eufaula and down in Baldwin County.
I was thinking Baldwin County, down the Tensas, Delta,
Yeah.
Mobile, Washington counties.
But it did say that the American alligator is still on the list of threatened species because it resembles the American crocodile, which is still on the endangered list. I didn't realize there were crocodiles in America.
Oh yeah, a lot of them.
That is wild.
A lot of times they coexist with the alligators. You know, they just
Yeah.
hang out and they
I
have
wonder
this.
why they don't breed. Like, how do they know?
Oh, you mean crossbreed?
Yeah.
I was gonna say, well, they do breed because there are crocodiles
Yeah,
and
but, like,
alligators.
why is
but
there not like allidiles?
a crocagator?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Allidiles.
Alladocadile. I don't know. How would you say
I
that?
don't know.
Well, I don't know why.
But another on the endangered list was bald eagles. They didn't regularly nest here from 1949 to 1901, and their decline was due to an insecticide called DDT, and it was developed in the 1940s but banned in 1972.
Right. I remember DDT on all the hullabaloo about that.
Yeah. And so 91 young eagles were released back into the wild between 1985 and 1991. And today there are over 500 eagle nests in Alabama, with over 500 eagles released to date.
I have seen 2 eagles, not on our property, but 2. One was up in North Alabama remember we've talked a lot about birding.
Yeah.
One of those times was at some birding facility up there off some runoff water or whatever it was called, or slough or whatever, of the Tennessee River, up there below Decatur, somewhere up in that area. And we happened to be looking for something to do and occupy some time, and that was turned out to be great.
Yeah.
Because we watched a bird try to attack a snake swimming across this water, and it looked like the snake had made it fine, and it got to the other side, and bang, a big fish hit it.
Aww.
And of course, it didn't take it, but it tried to. I was like, man, that's a perilous trip.
Yeah.
The skies and below you, above and below you, you got somebody after you. But yeah, we went and. Saw an eagle up there, and then not too long ago here in Chilton County, it was last summer, I think it was, a friend and I were out on his, I wasn't a four-wheeler, but it's ATV or whatever it was. He has like a trail through his property. We were back there, and there's a lake. It's not actually his lake, but you can see it from his property. That just a beautiful, huge. I mean, this thing was huge, Taylor.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a massive bird. And it was, it was a majestic, as we say.
Yeah.
I don't know why when I talk about the American bald eagle, I think of the debate that went on with our forefathers. 200, we're about to celebrate our 250th anniversary, right? The country, this July 4th, and they debated what the national bird should be.
Oh my gosh.
So what bird do you think was second on the list besides the eagle, which was selected? Have you heard this before?
I feel like it was something crazy like a buzzard or a crow.
Well, it was not that crazy, but I would say that wasn't that crazy. It was the turkey.
Okay.
I mean, I understand that Benjamin Franklin, the great inventor and statesman and whatever else he was the one that was advocating, pushing for the turkey.
Yeah.
Saying, we have turkeys. I see them. One ran right across me in my drive home yesterday, but right before I got to the property, our driveway. But anyway, the prettiest turkey I ever saw was I was on a trip up to Well, actually, I flew into Omaha, Nebraska to go up to Fremont, Nebraska, which is a little north of there. And on my way back from where I spent the night and took care of this claim, back to the airport, I saw just absolutely gorgeous. This turkey's features, I mean, his red was just like your shirt. It just stood right out. It was just really, really a beautiful bird. And it was like, that is the turkey that I could see could be the national bird. The ones you see, getting ready to have dinner over. Yeah. That's not the one,
but that
for
would
the
be
turkey.
The ultimate redemption story from America's first meal, Thanksgiving meal, to state or
the national bird.
Yeah.
Well, is there anything else there about these comebacks? I mean, it's really a good story to know.
No, it just says that when people take part in the citizens' science, that they become the eyes and ears that help protect states' threatened and endangered species for generations to come.
Right.
So that's about it. But like I said, I didn't know that May 15 was Endangered Species Day.
I did not either. I mean, every day is something, right?
Yeah.
And I guess it's hard to get it all out there for all of us to know. But
I know. Yesterday was Reese's Day.
Yes, we talked about that.
Yep.
And I didn't want to besmirch the good name of Reese's, okay? However, I have read that they recently changed their formula for their Reese's Cups.
Really?
And they no longer use actual peanut butter.
Oh.
They use some sort of peanut product.
Oh,
peanut butter product. like like a slice of cheese. It's not
Yeah.
cheese. It's processed cheese food.
So they
which
use the
just doesn't
plastic
sound-
peanut butter.
Yeah, I don't know what they're doing. And some people have said it's a big difference. I haven't.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess I'll say I haven't noticed it. I don't
haven't
know.
noticed a
I don't know
change
how
in the
that
peanut
exactly
butter.
worked, or if it's even really true. But that's what these folks were talking about on a show the other night,
Yeah.
and they were really going on about how they were disappointed because they were really into it. They were like apparently aficionados, kind of like I am with my old time candy. My peanut butter bars and
Yeah.
Mary Jane's. And
Yeah.
what
Well,
are some
because
of
when you
those
have
other
something
ones?
for so long and you like it, you don't want it to change.
Yeah, that's right, exactly.
Jason Green said that bald eagles are obviously a very stressed species,
Yeah, yeah.
and that the DDT was also Jake the Snake Roberts' finishing move, and that he one time saw two blackbirds stuck together and that they were Velcros.
Velcros, you get it? There's a little. I think he's being facetious there. I don't think there's really Velcros.
I don't know. There may be.
I don't know.
I mean, I've never seen two stuck together, so I don't know what it would be called.
Oh gosh,
I think that's actually just
Velcros.
called mating, but
Bless his heart.
I don't know much about that. So
He really tries hard, when
Yeah.
he sends those kind of jokes.
ever since his birthday, he just got to overlook them.
That was a milestone.
He's getting on up there in age.
That was a milestone. I said milestone. In case he didn't hear me.
No, I don't think he did.
Yeah, I had to say it a little
I
louder.
hope he
Get
has
it?
his subtitles on.
Yeah, get it? Yeah.
Yeah. But I
That's
do
right.
have another story about a protected animal in Alabama, but we'll save that one for a little while later.
All right. Let's
So-
do that. Well, it is 6:28.
Yeah.
I don't know if we need to go or not, but
It is. We have about a minute and a half.
okay, cool.
It's warm outside.
I know it. Last night was really a warm walk.
Yes.
The last walk is like, man, no cooler.
Sweating. It's supposed to get up to 88 today. It's the high.
It was 88 yesterday.
Yeah.
At like 1 o'clock when I was through yesterday.
Yeah. Me and Deason were outside watering our flowers, and he's like, "Mom, it's hot." I said, "No, it's not. It's nice outside.
And we
We're
do
gonna
have
water
some-
our flowers."
A little bit better chance of rain coming up, I think.
Yeah.
Let's see what we do have coming up. 60% tomorrow, 75 Thursday, 75 Friday, 65, 55. I mean,
Yeah.
for the next week or so,
today's
we
gonna
have
be
some.
the last nice day before it may rain.
Yep. But it's all going to be in the high 80s. So,
Yeah. But that's a good time to go to Putter Up because it's inside and you can have some fun in the cool
and
weather.
the AC.
In the AC and in the dry. So thank you, Putter Up, for sponsoring us. We're going to run to break. When we come back, we're going to talk politics and election day. So y'all hang in there. You're tuning in to the Morning Mayhem with Mike and Taylor.
All right. We're back here on the Piper Pizza Radio, live from the Clanton Studios. It's Morning Mayhem with Taylor and Mike.
Mike and Taylor.
I'm sorry, I've got to address something that came over our feed here just a minute ago during the break. There's a gentleman that says the Mary Jane bar is a brownie, isn't it, Mike? And I'm like, no, not the Mary Jane ones I eat. It's
Yeah,
like
I
a
think
molasses piece of candy.
I think he may be a little confused.
Well, he may need his morning brownie.
Maybe so.
I don't know, but
I heard it works better than coffee.
I knew when I said that someone would probably take it as something different than what it actually is.
You didn't know that it was going to be your pastor, though, did you?
No, I didn't. I did not know that. But good morning, brother. Anyway, I was going to say, I was trying to remember the other kind that I like. Candy, I mean, like I said.
Is it a bit of honey?
Well, I love bit of honeys, but they're very hard to find. They're
Yeah.
not like they're everywhere.
Chico
But
stick?
that's it. Chico stick, something like that's it. That's got the coconut.
Yeah.
And the peanut butter. And I don't know what all's in the inside of it. I think it actually has real peanut butter.
I think so. It did
Yeah.
at one time, at least.
Yeah, exactly. But that's kind of the stuff I look for. I shop for.
Yeah.
I get that at the PIG.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they have some different stuff in there that you're not going to find. Not uncommon, I guess I'd say, although it's common for them,
Yeah.
right? I think we talked about this before. You know, they're based in New Hampshire. Or
Really?
something like that. They're not
know that.
a Birmingham, Alabama company called Piggly Wiggly. You know,
Yeah.
they're different. But
That's wild.
the story I have is my wife serves on the board of directors, I think it's called, for Butterfly Bridge. You know, the children's advocacy facility here in Clanton. Anyway, she serves with them, and so during their Flutter event, I know, were you there last time, the Flutter this
I
year?
didn't go to that. No,
Okay.
I went to the 5K.
Okay, that's right. You participated in that.
Yes.
But anyhow, I just want to say that she was tasked with finding some sponsors, and
Yeah.
you know, found some very generous people and people that believed in what the mission behind a Butterfly Bridge. So she was able to obtain a couple of really good ones, and one of them was from Piggly Wiggly.
Oh, wow.
And you know, they had all kind of stuff. They donated like a huge basket with sweatshirts, and I said, "What all? I got a T-shirt. I got some socks. I got a toboggan. You know, like a sweater cap,
Yeah.
and let's see, a hat." And then there was a bunch of food stuff in there. You know, it was really neat, and it's a silent auction, which I haven't participated in too often, but I have and do. So I saw what the bid was, and I thought, well, that's too low. So I put a bid in, and I was like, nobody's going to top that. And they didn't, and we got it. And so that's how I ended up with all this
Pig merch.
yeah, merch. There you go. That's better than paraphernalia. Another word, Jason, that you can use if you want in a different manner. But
And he will, because he said that he is trying to keep his mind off impending doom of Baden driving him to Oxford.
just remember,
We
Lord,
pray that you make it.
you know, you
And make it back.
that was good. And of course, you know, if that should happen, you're in a good spot. But anyway, so I didn't know the history of Publix and Piggly Wiggly, how they had connected at one point back in history.
Yeah.
So I went into my son's store. He was working in Calera at that time in the produce department for Publix. And so I went inside and I had my nice new Piggly Wiggly hoodie, you know, and it's got this gaudy, huge pig picture on the back, and
Yeah.
it's Piggly Wiggly across the front. And I say gaudy, I mean it's huge. Okay, that's to me. I don't have stuff like that looks like that. So I was in there with it, and he said, "Well," he said, "leave it up to you, Dad, to wear like our arch nemesis, you know,
my gosh.
shirt in here, you know. And I said, well, what do you mean? He says, yeah, the guy that started Publix used to work for Piggly Wiggly, and he had some ideas, I don't know, whatever, and the management wouldn't go along with it. And so he ended up leaving and starting his own company, and they became, you know, professional rivals, I guess. And there I am, you know, kind of flaunting it in their face. You
Yeah.
know? I said, yeah, but I'm in there purchasing things from Publix. I'm not in on that day, you know,
Yeah.
I was. Anyway, I digress. So, but just talking about different things
I
there.
did not know that.
Yeah. But
Well, tell us about this sample ballot.
yeah, I talked about tonight. Aaron Ellison and I will be hosting the post-election show here on Piper Peach Radio. Hope y'all will tune in. And I've got the sample ballots, and I got you a copy of them too.
Yeah.
For Chilton County. Now, obviously, you can go to the Secretary of State, sos.alabama.gov is where I got this stuff. And every county's ballot you can see. And you can see how this recent Supreme Court ruling is affecting these races, or will affect them. Like for us, the redistricting map would show that we would still have Gary Palmer as our state, a U.S. representative rather, but at the same time, I think there's 4 districts in the state of Alabama that have been redrawn. You know, in the most recent special session that Governor Ivey called. Do I have? Okay, I'm sorry. I gave you 2 Democrats.
It's okay.
We're gonna let you talk about that. It's a much shorter segment. But anyway, that'll be and this sample ballot it's got everything. All that for governor. It's got the 3 for the Republicans. You have Ken McFeeters, Alabama Will Santovasi. I guess he'll be the governor. And then Thomas Tuberville, Coach Tommy Tuberville, is currently United States Senator, is coming back home to Alabama, which is kind of a sore subject, rather, for him, because there's several people, and I think it's this Santovakia, or maybe McFeeters, but I think it's the other guy. His other opponent is really saying that Coach Tuberville doesn't even live in Alabama, and now he wants to be the governor of Alabama. So he has a residence in Florida.
Yeah.
I mean, you are talking about someone who's a very successful college football coach. So he's made his money, and he's free to spend it however he wants to, and he can have a house wherever he wants to.
Yeah.
But to be the governor, there are residency requirements, and this is what this person has constantly brought up, that he's not.
Yeah.
And challenging his residency, which is not really an uncommon effort. At least in several elections, I've seen it before. So we have that going. Then lieutenant governor, which is really a pretty good chance for a runoff there, I think. Wes Allen, who is our current Secretary of State, he is running, trying to use, as other politicians have done. Wes Allen is running for lieutenant governor, as well as Pat Bishop, George Childress, Rick Pate, who is currently the Alabama Commissioner of Agriculture. He's running. We've met him before out at Ms. Powers' home. She hosts. She's a Republican representative. I forget exactly her title, but for the Alabama Republican Party, National Republican Party for that matter. But she hosted an event for him when he was running for agricultural commissioner. I remember Raynette and her students catered that event.
Oh, how nice.
Yeah, and I got to go and help out and meet him. He's a very nice man. He's also running. Stuart Hill Tankersley, which is Will Tankersley. That is a very familiar name in Alabama politics. And then Nicole Jones Wadsworth and John Wall. John Wall is, I believe, is the candidate who President Trump has endorsed,
Oh.
trying to put his weight behind that. I don't know How do you feel about a president getting involved in state politics?
I don't know.
I mean, he's got every right to say what he wants to. Everybody
Yeah.
does. But, I mean, we are talking about the Republican Party. Now, there are different opinions, of course, of what direction the party should go.
Yeah.
But anyway, I thought that was interesting that he has been endorsed by the president. Because I think you have three viable candidates there: Wes Allen, Rick Pate, and John Wall. They're all pretty well known across the state. So I think that'll be an interesting race. And then the last one I want to talk about before we go to break is for the United States Senator. Well, you know what? We'll save the senator part because I have another story about that I want to talk about, about the three top candidates there and the possibility of a runoff. I've mentioned already about the Gary Palmer texted me at 10 o'clock last night.
Yeah.
I'll have to call him and talk to him about that. And Case Dixon is his opponent in the Republican primary. Now, on the Democratic side for governor, you have you ever heard of any of these people?
I've heard of Chad Chig Martin.
Okay, I know Doug Jones, of course.
Yeah, I've heard of
he
him.
was U.S. Senator there for
Yeah.
6 years.
Mr. Chad came to the wrestling event that was out at the Jeff State
Cool.
not too long ago.
How
He's
did
a
he get-
very friendly guy.
Did you talk about how he got the nickname Chig?
No.
It's an interesting nickname.
I know, it is.
And then Nate Mathis, Doug Jones, Yolanda Rochelle Flowers, Jamil Brown, and Will Boyd. Will Boyd, I want to say, ran for maybe Attorney General or maybe a Supreme Court Justice. Maybe I'm thinking of the wrong person, but for some reason I'm thinking that's who he is. And then for Lieutenant Governor, you have Philip Ensler and Daryl Perryman. I have some information on these candidates I'll get to in a minute to kind of give you a little background on them.
Yeah. Well, how about we go to break, and then when we come back, we'll finish that up, and we'll cover the story that you have about the senators.
Excellent.
So, y'all hang around. We're going to finish it up when we come back. You're tuning in to Morning Mayhem with Mike and Taylor. We'll be right back.
Looking for the perfect way to unwind, compete, and have fun with friends or family? Then Putter Up Pelham is your next destination. Whether you're a mini golf pro or just out for a good time, Putter Up offers a one-of-a-kind indoor putting experience with custom effects lighting, sounds, and robotics at each hole, plus automated scoring and a virtual caddy to guide your game. And our ADA-compliant courses include special putters for individuals using wheelchairs or walkers, so everyone can join the fun from ages 4 to 100. Rain or shine, day or night, it's always game time at Putter Up. Come for the fun, stay for the challenge. Swing by Putter Up, where every stroke counts. Traditions come and go, but excellent service and compassionate care are benchmarks in any era. That's what Ellison Memorial Funeral Home is committed to providing you, whether through the pre-arrangement process or seeking services at your time of loss. Ellison Memorial offers a noticeable level of care and attention to detail. Others do not. So before making a decision based on yesterday's traditions, experience the Ellison difference when it comes to your loved one's final arrangements. You'll be glad you did. Call us today at 205-280-4600. Ellison Memorial Funeral Home, setting the new standard in local funeral service excellence. We are always here when you need us.
Underage drinking is deemed by many adults to be a rite of passage. Parents who host parties for youth may think they are being protective, but they are actually putting their youth at risk of physical and social consequences. Know the truth. Underage drinking and social hosting is a bad mix. For more information, contact Central Alabama Wellness, 205-651-0077, or visit centralalabamawellness.org.
y'all, we're back. It's 6:48, so I hope y'all are rolling out of bed this morning. The sun's been risen for an hour now.
Yep.
It's 73 degrees, getting warm, and it's Tuesday the 19th, Election Day.
Election day.
Woohoo!
Yeah. No more barrage of. The mail too comes in the mail.
Oh, I
all
know
these
it.
sample, all these sample ballots here. Mark, vote for me.
Yeah.
Which I get it. I get it. You got to do it.
Yeah.
And there's somebody out there that might not see your ad every day, and there's their chance. It's in their hands. Maybe you got a shot that they'll read it and think highly enough of you to consider you to vote for.
Yeah, maybe so.
Hey, there was a question asked: was I related to Aaron Ellison? And I think I've told this story before, but I used to think that I was not related to any Ellisons up in Jemison. When I moved up there, my wife and I lived up there since 2002, and I was looking up, still doing just a tad of research, not exactly a genealogy thing, but I guess in a sense it was. And I found that a lot of the Ellisons that I am related to here in Clanton had moved to Jemison, raised families in Jemison, and lived and died up there. And so I'm pretty sure that somewhere along the tree of life I'm related.
Yeah.
But I don't know it.
Not far.
He may know it, but
May
I
not
don't.
be on the same tree, but in the same orchard.
Yeah, exactly. That's right. We're in the same forest. There you go. How's that? It's bigger than an orchard. But anyway, before we went to break, we were talking about the sample ballot that I have here with all the races. And just then, before we get into details about the U.S. Senate state senator, because I think that's one of the most, if not the most, closely bunched group of folks together. I mean, there's only the latest polls in the Senate race just kind of tease you a little bit about it. It's like it's only about 55% of voters are decided who they're going to vote for.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of people going to vote today that is not telling these pollsters, or they just haven't decided who they're actually going to vote for.
Yeah.
The thing that's sad, and Bill Dollar Bill talked about it yesterday with us on yesterday's show, Taylor, was that you have 10, 20, 12, 15% voter participation.
Oh, I know.
In these primaries, which is just so sad. And I'm not. I mean, look, everybody's free to do and choose what they want. I just think it's important that you vote. I mean, that you at least vote. You don't have to attend rallies and you don't have to go to meetings, but pay attention enough to vote, because someday what these people do, if not the next day after they're elected, is going to have an effect on you and your life.
Yeah.
Yep. So anyway, I'll just go on with the Republican candidates for representative is Case Dixon and Gary Palmer. I think I already talked about that. Here's a pretty closely contested race for state attorney general. You have Pamela Casey, Jay Mitchell, and Catherine Robertson. Boy, they've really all been going after each other.
Yeah.
I mean, especially Mitchell and Robertson.
They've been putting out the black and white.
They are really getting after each other, about, this person did this and this person did that, and this person's not as Republican as I am.
Oh, my
That's
gosh.
basically what they're saying. I mean, it's pretty funny. Secretary of State, as I mentioned, current Secretary of State, Wes Allen, running for Lieutenant Governor. Caroline Dobson. Now, I find this interesting that Miss Dobson, let me go with the other candidates, Christopher Christian Horn and Glenda S. Jackson. But Miss Dobson, and I think it's Mrs. Dobson, but Caroline, that's kind of an interesting way to spell your name.
Yeah.
But she was the Republican candidate 2 years ago, or a year and a half ago or so, running against Shamari Figures, who we talked about the redistricting with redrawing of the maps, which that's why we're going to have another election coming up in a month or so for those positions, because there will be those sort of special elections. We've talked about that already, and that's coming up. But she was the candidate for the Republican Party in that race, and although Figures won, I think he did win like 55 to 45% or something like that. It was a pretty good win. With the redrawing, she would stand a much better chance of winning the race this time.
Yeah.
So I don't know if she'll get elected because I think she is the front runner in this particular race. She's certainly the person that's most well known. I mean, I certainly know about her.
Yeah.
And these other two candidates, not to take anything away from them, I don't. State treasurer, you have the incumbent is young Boozer running against Steve Lolly. And again, nothing against Mr. Lolly personally, but it's hard to beat what State Treasurer Boozer has been able to do during his tenure. He's been there for several terms through the highs and the lows. I think it was 08, 09 was the one of the, I think it was the tech bubble bursting, and the stock market is going crazy, and Alabama had to really scramble. But he was the guy who was running the financial ship then. So for state auditor is Derek Chin, and he's running against Andrew Sorrell, which I think Andrew Sorrell is the incumbent. I understand that Chin was here. In fact, I think Dollar Bill mentioned that he was here at some point. I don't know.
He did mention that.
He was on there with you or Chrissy or whoever.
Yeah.
With Bill. Might have been.
I'm not
Teresa
sure.
even.
It might have been.
Yeah, but and then we have the Commissioner of Agriculture and Industries. You recall we hosted the Piper Beach Radio hosted the forum that was up at
Yeah.
Jemison Center, City Hall a few weeks back. You have Corey Hill, Christina Werner McInnes, and Jack Williams. I thought all three of those folks did a fabulous job, and I was glad to be a part of that because it drew me into. It gave me some perspective of who these people were and who I might vote for.
Yeah.
And then for Public Service Commission, which has been in the news lately because of the rate structuring of Alabama Power Company and Southern Company here in Alabama. Matt Gentry, who is the current Coleman County Sheriff, is running against Jeremy Oden for place number 1. Place number 2, you have Chris Beaker, Brent Woodall, Jim Ziegler, and Priscilla Andrews. So I think I was thinking Beaker was the one that is favored in that race. And then right here locally, we have the Circuit Court Judge, Carol Cook Carter, Bradley Earl Ekdahl, and Allie Patterson are all running against each other.
Yep.
So that'll be one of the races that we'll be reporting on tonight. And I have never been a part of the Chilton County voting
Oh yeah.
tally, or when that process.
We're not in the city.
When I was working for Alpha Insurance as a claims adjuster,
Well, no, anyone in the county can vote for these, right?
anyone in the county.
Okay.
Yep.
I
Oh
get
yeah.
confused versus like the city and county.
Right. It would not be on your ballot if it was not something you could vote for.
Okay.
In other words, if it was a city thing and you're not in the city
You
limits,
wouldn't get that out.
you wouldn't be on your ballot.
Yeah.
This is the way I understand it. All right, so the Chilton County Revenue Commissioner, we had Michelle Porter-Haley on the show last week, Evan Wyatt, and Brad Carter. That's going to be an interesting race to see how that works out.
Yeah.
And then you have Jamie Galt challenging incumbent Corey Clements for the superintendent for Chilton County Board of Education.
Yep.
So that'll be interesting to see how that race comes out. And then there's a couple of amendments. We'll go through those in a little bit. I don't know if you had a chance to look at that story about the U.S. Senate race, but there would be a runoff on June 16th? Yeah, June 16th. Whoever finishes second is thought to have the advantage because that gives them kind of a leg up on whoever. And you have current Representative Barry Moore running against current State Attorney General Steve Marshall against newcomer Jared Hudson. He's made a huge push. I mean, he's everywhere. I mean, he was at the rodeo last weekend. I guess he must have went on Saturday night because I didn't see him Friday night.
Yeah.
And we were there.
I did see his video.
Yeah, I did too. And he was going around meeting the citizens. He's certainly not a politician. These other two guys are definitely politicians. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Like we were just saying, we appreciate the fact that there are people willing to do it. Because I'm not willing to do it, but other people are. But it's a pretty close race right now. You have Barry Moore, who has been endorsed by President Trump. So he is kind of the favorite, I guess, if there is such a thing in this particular race. But it shows here that the current polling say that Barry Moore has 23% of the votes. Jared Hudson is 19% and Steve Marshall 14%, which is a little surprising because Steve Marshall's had some really big wins lately. And even in front of the Supreme Court, United States Supreme Court, he's been there representing Alabama and winning. But again, that just only shows 56% of the voters are decided. Now there are other candidates. There's Rodney Walker, who's a businessman, Captain Seth Burton, a former Navy nuclear submarine captain, Dr. Dale Dees Jr., and then the Democratic candidates are Kyle Sweetser, a former Trump voter who bashed the president, so he's a break away from the Republican Party, which kind of seems odd. But Everett West is a Birmingham attorney, and Mark Wheeler is a Heflin chemist for a wire manufacturer. That's an interesting little background there. But anyway, it's going to be interesting, and we'll talk more if we'd like, about some other races. But I think it's time for a break.
Yeah.
That's what Chrissy's over there waving frantically.
I know. I think she's just trying to stay awake.
Oh, well, that may be part of it.
Yeah. But we're going to go to break, and when we come back, we'll have some fun stories. I've got one about a salamander. I've got some stuff about a missing woman. All kinds of things, a little mix of everything. So y'all stay tuned. It's right coming into the 7 o'clock hour, and you're tuning in to the Morning Mayhem with Mike and Taylor. We'll be right back.
Looking for the perfect way to unwind, compete, and have fun with friends or family? Then Putter Up Pelham is your next destination. Whether you're a mini golf pro or just out for a good time, Putter Up offers a one-of-a-kind indoor putting experience with custom effects lighting, sounds, and robotics at each hole, plus automated scoring and a virtual caddy to guide your game. And our ADA-compliant courses include special putters for individuals using wheelchairs or walkers, so everyone can join the fun from ages 4 to 100. Rain or shine, day or night, it's always game time at Putter Up. Come for the fun, stay for the challenge. Swing by Putter Up, where every stroke counts. Traditions come and go, but excellent service and compassionate care are benchmarks in any era. That's what Ellison Memorial Funeral Home is committed to providing you, whether through the pre-arrangement process or seeking services at your time of loss. Ellison Memorial offers a noticeable level of care and attention to detail. Others do not. So before making a decision based on yesterday's traditions, experience the Ellison difference when it comes to your loved one's final arrangements. You'll be glad you did. Call us today at 205-280-4600. Ellison Memorial Funeral Home, setting the new standard in local funeral service excellence. We are always here when you need us.
Underage drinking is deemed by many adults to be a rite of passage. Parents who host parties for youth may think they are being protective, but they are actually putting their youth at risk of physical and social consequences. Know the truth. Underage drinking and social hosting is a bad mix. For more information, contact Central Alabama Wellness, 205-651-0077, or visit centralalabamawellness.org.
Good morning. It's 7:04. It's the 19th of May.
Hour number 2.
Tuesday, hour number 2. That's right.
That's right.
We
That's
got
right.
2 to go.
Yep, 2 more.
That sounds like a lot whenever you.
Well, it
don't know.
does,
I
except
feel
when
like-
you look back and say, we've already been through 1 hour today.
I know.
Somebody, Bill said that, I think, the other day about the show taking, seem like forever. They don't seem like they take forever for me.
Yeah.
They just seem like it's like, wow, all of a sudden, so I got more stuff to talk about, 7:50 something, you know?
I know. That's
So-
like the hour before, too. From 5 to 6, it flies by. Really, from 4 to 6 flies by for me.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because it's time
But-
to go. Time to go to work.
Yeah. But it is May the 19th, so it's election day. Y'all get out and vote. And it's going to be a hot one today. So go vote in your shorts.
Yeah, that's a good idea. You can do that.
Yeah.
Nothing against that.
Nothing.
No laws against that.
No.
But you do have to have a voter ID.
You do.
Bring your driver's license or your government issued ID card.
Yeah, I was worried that I wasn't going to get my ID in time for the cruise. I went 2 weeks ago and got it.
That's your star
updated.
ID, right?
I did get my star ID.
Okay.
My picture's terrible. My picture of this last one was so good, and this time it's just terrible. Made me mad.
So
but
good.
anyway,
We'll have to get a picture of that up on the show there.
no.
So you said it was good.
I didn't think that it was going to come in time. I thought I was going to have to take my paper ID and hope for the best, but it came in like a week.
Hey, that wasn't bad.
Yeah. So,
I forgot to follow up on that because I remember you were kind of concerned.
yeah.
Thinking back now, you were
And-
concerned about that.
It came before my mom's. She was really hoping that hers would
Ooh.
come before mine. She went a couple days after, but it didn't.
So, but you're both good to go.
But both good to go.
There
No,
you
they're not
go.
going on the cruise. They're just going to New Orleans. But we can fly whenever we get ready to.
Hey, I just saw where Chance and Ashley Lack are watching. So, good morning, gang. Hope
morning
y'all
to
are
y'all.
well. Yeah.
And thank you to our sponsors, This and That Vinyl and Farmers Furniture. Thank y'all so much for sponsoring the show. I love This and That so much. I have so many T-shirts from them.
I know. I think I mentioned this before. I just haven't done it. I've got some old company where I retired company shirts, and I need to get them, see what they could cover them up with. Some
Yeah.
other something.
Maybe they could make you a little morning show patch and
Well,
stick it
that
on
would
there.
be nice. I mean, considering I don't even have. I understand he's listening. Maybe he's not listening at
He
this
probably
moment.
isn't.
Maybe they stopped, to get a biscuit.
Maybe. Stopped at
But
Buc-ee's.
yeah, but I still don't have any Piper Peach paraphernalia except
No Piper
for my
Peach
freshly
merch.
printed media pass.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I think it's pretty official now.
Need to go get you a lanyard.
I know. I was like,
Wear it
Whoops.
around. Yeah. I made me one, and then he went and got some printed. So now I have a
that figures.
fake one, and I have a real one.
That figures.
Well, do what you got to do.
Yeah, I guess. But hey, all this talk about our congressional maps being redrawn and everything.
Yeah.
If you recall, when we were talking about this story last week, I guess is when it broke. I think it was last Monday, so it was just like a week ago. It just seemed like it's been forever. But whoops, pardon us there. Excuse me, God, little sausage biscuit there coming back up. But anyway, when we were talking about this story about the maps, if you recall, I said that Alabama had appealed the decision from the original map that they drew in 2023, which the court came back and said, no, you can't use. So they hired a special master, it's called, to come into court, and they put together the map, which eventually ended up with the election of representative figures down the Mobile area, down in that part of the country, but part of the state. But because of that appeal, this idea that Alabama was going to be able to automatically use their old map had to be approved by the courts, and they went to a federal judge in Alabama. Her name is Anna Manasco, and she was appointed by President Trump. And the headlines are that, the Republicans' appeal was denied. Well, it was denied, but it was on a procedural matter, which is that she says, I don't have the jurisdiction. You need to go back to and go through the normal process like you're going. But the good news is that it's kind of almost a, I don't want to say a moot point, but it's become less important simply because we're going to have the special election. We've already had the Supreme Court in an emergency ruling from, again, Attorney General Marshall requesting approval for Alabama to have these special elections, and they got that approval. So, again, this is ancillary to that. So just it's related, but it's not really going to affect these special elections that we got coming up, and the idea that we're about Shamari figures about to be a one-term representative.
Yeah. Well, I saw over the weekend that thousands traveled to Montgomery for a rally. Did you see that?
I did not.
The Hatter Rally is organized by national and local groups, and it's called All Roads Lead to the South, and it was held in the same place from where the 1965 Selma to Montgomery voting rights marches were held.
It's on Highway 80.
Yes.
Going from Selma all the way to Montgomery.
Yeah, and those, of course, were
50
three
miles.
nonviolent demonstrations in support of black voting rights. And it said that the day began in Selma with a prayer service at the historical Tabernacle Baptist Church. And then they had a silent walk across the Edmund Pettus Bridge, the site of the brutal Bloody Sunday. And then they took buses to Montgomery. And
They didn't walk.
they did not walk. They took a bus this year.
They took a dog, probably.
Yep, Greyhounds.
Greyhound, that's right, exactly.
It said it wasn't an isolated event, though, that more than 50 satellite events were scheduled for those who couldn't make it to Alabama. But that all took place between Selma and then also downtown in Montgomery in front of the state capitol.
Well, when I hear that, Taylor, I'm reminded of what we've been talking about these congressional maps, because that's really what all this boils down to. They think that there's certain groups, Democratic Party feels like that the Republicans are not being fair. Okay, well, what is fair? Okay, when we look at these other states that are predominantly blue, using the terms that are commonly used, blue reflecting a Democrat-led state and red reflecting a Republican-led state, these blue states have 40 and 50% Republicans, and they have no Republican representatives.
Yeah.
So just the fact that there are 25 or 27 or 29% blacks, Alabamians, doesn't entitle them to anything.
Yeah.
They're
But do you think
29%.
the
They're still in the
issue-
minority compared to the other 71% who aren't.
Do you think the issue is people not getting out and voting?
No, I don't think that's it. I mean, certainly that's not good. That would be much better, and I think both Republicans and Democrats would benefit tremendously if they could get their base out. Well, they get their base out, but they could get everybody, all the people. I mean, like we just said, there's 44% of people in this poll for Alabama senator, U.S. senator, who haven't made up their minds or weren't in a position to give the pollster a name. Maybe maybe they just didn't want to, which they don't have to do that. But I think you shouldn't participate in the survey if you're not going to tell them what you think.
Yeah.
But regardless of all that, I mean, all these states, a bunch in the western states, just like Brian is saying, the liberals have stacked the deck against the conservatives, and so why is it good for the goose but not good for the gander?
Yeah.
In other words, it's good for the Northeast and the extreme Pacific West to do it, but not in the South. And it's and of course they harken back. They always bring up what happened 65, 70 years ago at this bridge in Selma, and it was horrible. And it's the kind of thing that happened once, and after that didn't happen a whole lot after that because of all the attention that was brought to it. But we refuse to move on beyond that. It's always going to be brought up, which is, I think, works against that side. But that's just my opinion on it. Again, I think each person should be judged on their character and not thrown in or lumped in with somebody else.
Yeah.
Because anyway, I just when I hear that, I think of that, and I think of the fact that Alabama's just playing the same game that been played against us for 100 years.
Yeah.
This gerrymandering, as it's called. We talked about it, how it looked like a snake, and that's how it got the name.
Yeah.
Gerrymandering. But when they redistrict and redraw their lines to ensure that someone is elected hey, just do it by the counties and, batch them together by population and just see who wins.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the way it's really supposed to be.
I
That's
don't
the
know
way
why
it's
it's
done in
also,
these other states.
they make it so difficult.
Well, again, it's the civil rights side of it because of our past. We are still scrutinized, perhaps greater than other states.
Yeah.
I mean, we are. Mississippi's the same way. Georgia, even some of the other southeast, Louisiana. But hey, that's just my opinion. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm not the end all be all. Thank goodness. A lot of people are saying, "Thank goodness to that."
Well, we're gonna get a break. When we come back, we're gonna change the subject a little bit. I've got a criminal from Canada.
A criminal from Canada. There's a lot of them up there.
So y'all stay tuned. This isn't an everyday criminal. This is a different type of criminal. So y'all hang out at 7:15 and you're tuning in to Morning Mayhem. Go get you a cup of coffee and come right back. It's Mike and Taylor will be back on the mic after break.
Looking for the perfect way to unwind, compete, and have fun with friends or family? Then Putter Up Pelham is your next destination. Whether you're a mini golf pro or just out for a good time, Putter Up offers a one-of-a-kind indoor putting experience with custom effects lighting, sounds, and robotics at each hole, plus automated scoring and a virtual caddy to guide your game. And our ADA-compliant courses include special putters for individuals using wheelchairs or walkers, so everyone can join the fun from ages 4 to 100. Rain or shine, day or night, it's always game time at Putter Up. Come for the fun, stay for the challenge. Swing by Putter Up, where every stroke counts. Traditions come and go, but excellent service and compassionate care are benchmarks in any era. That's what Ellison Memorial Funeral Home is committed to providing you, whether through the pre-arrangement process or seeking services at your time of loss. Ellison Memorial offers a noticeable level of care and attention to detail. Others do not. So before making a decision based on yesterday's traditions, experience the Ellison difference when it comes to your loved one's final arrangements. You'll be glad you did. Call us today at 205-280-4600. Ellison Memorial Funeral Home, setting the new standard in local funeral service excellence. We are always here when you need us.
Underage drinking is deemed by many adults to be a rite of passage. Parents who host parties for youth may think they are being protective, but they are actually putting their youth at risk of physical and social consequences. Know the truth. Underage drinking and social hosting is a bad mix. For more information, contact Central Alabama Wellness, 205-651-0077, or visit centralalabamawellness.org.
outside.
I spend my days on the couch.
There you go.
No, I'm just kidding.
It's a different.
I'm kidding. Welcome back, y'all. Mike just called me lazy in case you missed it.
Did not.
Thanks a lot.
Well, I did not say that. You can't prove I said that. I tried to do my Bart Simpson. That's the only line I know from the show. Nobody saw me do it. You can't say I did it. Nobody saw me do it. He done something, and he didn't want anybody to know it.
If y'all have any suggestions or tips for getting rid of whatever I have going on, please leave it in the comments. I'm willing to try anything at this point. I'm tired of wheezing. I can't laugh.
Any poultices or herb remedies?
Yeah, any tinctures.
Yeah, that too. That too. Golly.
Thank you to Chilton Mobile Home Supply and also to Central Alabama Wellness for sponsoring. We appreciate y'all's sponsorship. It's 73. It's inching on up there. It's supposed to get up to 88 today.
I know. It got there yesterday.
Yes.
Oh.
So, I don't know if we're going to have the picture or not. We're going to try to put it on here. No, it ain't going to do. Oh, that's weird. Well, I said when we came out, we were going to talk about an unlikely suspect from Canada, a criminal, if you will.
Oh, I'm beginning to put the puzzle together.
Yes.
Maybe.
So, this suspect was described as red hair, short in stature, and wearing a thick coat. Officers said the suspect was trying to conceal evidence and that the suspect was unable to stay tight-lipped with at least 5 stolen hot dogs in his mouth. And it was the Royal Canadian Mounted Police in Alberta that tracked down this unusual suspect. So, it was the
on a horse.
Mounties.
The horseback.
The horseback police. A fox. It was a fox.
Where was he getting it from?
It didn't say. I assume maybe it was a campsite or something.
A hot dog stand or something.
Maybe so. But it said, the picture, we were trying to upload it, but it won't load. It's nothing but hot dog wieners hanging out of this fox's mouth.
Can't eat them all at once, apparently. Or
No.
maybe it's taking it back to the den.
I guess so.
Feed the other little foxes.
But whoever planned on having hot dogs at the camp out, sorry to break it to you, but the fox had other plans.
Do we know what kind of hot dogs they were? Were they Nathan's?
They didn't look like it.
Hebrew National?
I don't know. They look like...
Do you
look like
do you
that
like to read
98
those
cents
kinds of
pack.
stories where they test 8 different kinds of hot dogs and say, "Oh, this one is the best"?
A hot dog is a hot dog. I don't know. We always do get, or when I buy hot dogs, I always get Oscar Mayer. Bailey always gets the, what is it called? K-Bar K? No, that's a boot store. No, not Party Pups. I've never heard of that. Party Pups.
The little frozen corn dogs, right? That's not what you're talking about?
Skinny red hot dog.
Oh, okay.
No,
yeah,
he don't like the
yeah.
red
You're right.
ones.
I have heard that.
He gets, what is
The
it?
little-
Bar S, maybe?
Yeah, Bar S.
Okay,
That's
I
it.
say
That is
K-Bar
it.
K. That's the boot store.
That's all right.
That's
But
not
you're
hot
absolutely
dogs.
right.
Brian is giving me redneck remedies over here, and I have tried that, but not recently, so maybe I need to try that again.
Yeah, we'll do that after the show. That's an after
Yeah.
the show remedy. Maybe make sure you're going to be home for a while.
On my couch.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, gosh. Well, I saw 2 foxes on the same day on Sunday when I was driving home from Florida.
Wow.
2.
How you know it wasn't the same
I
one?
feel like I maybe bore you too much with my wildlife
No, I don't think so.
sightings, because it's, I don't know, it's really cool to me. I always see something, but one
Yeah.
of them looked like it'd been run through the ringer, it looked rough.
Yeah, they're not as pretty as cartoons and TV makes
Well,
them
I
out
was just
to
going
be.
to say, but the other one I saw looked like it had been,
To the spa.
to the spa. And it had its
Oh.
nails done. Actually, I couldn't see it that closely. but I did see that one. And I have seen them before where I told Raynette, I said, I walk inside and I thought, this fox just like it, just been groomed, just came from the groomers,
Yeah.
So because I've seen them where they look all patchy and rough.
Yeah, this one looked a little rough.
Yeah. That's why he had the hot dogs in his mouth,
I
right?
guess so.
But
He's going through a hard
anyway,
time.
Well, speaking of hot dogs, there's a beloved Alabama food is coming to a restaurant. It's very near and dear to us all.
Really? Do
Jack's
tell.
Family Restaurant, starting tomorrow, will have a special with Conecuh sausage dogs.
Wow.
Man, that's a good combination. I bet you
Yeah.
wouldn't surprise me if somehow that made it on the menu on a permanent basis,
Oh, I'm telling you.
or they start serving that, for breakfast or something.
Yeah.
I don't know how
hope
that
they
works.
start having the breakfast burritos. I told you Milo's had the Conecuh breakfast burritos.
Yeah.
But they quit serving them.
And if you're fortunate enough to live in these areas, Atmore, Thomasville, Jackson, Citronelle, Loxley, East Bruton, Creola, Leaksville, and Milton, that's distinctly down there in the south.
yeah.
What is that? Southwest part
So
of
from about
of the
Conecuh
state.
County down.
Yeah. In fact, Conecuh. I don't think Conecuh County is on this, is it? That would be what is that? Evergreen. It's not
Evergreen,
on
yeah.
here. But anyway, you can get them for $1 today between 5 p.m. and 7 p.m.
That's a
But,
steal.
Here's a pick. Do you guys like Conecuh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is there a particular type of Conecuh that you like? Because they make like 4 or 5 different types.
know.
Like
No,
they make
we
one
don't have-
super hot and all that stuff.
We don't really have a particular type. I've seen the Christmas hot though. I want to try that.
Christmas hot?
Yeah, I think they
Okay.
only have it at the Conecuh store.
Okay, I have not seen that. But anyway, let's see. I was going to look and see, and I don't think I read it. But no, it doesn't say.
Yeah.
There's no. I was trying to see if that was a. I mean, I'm sure it's a temporary thing, So.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. I
Yeah,
just
those
got
are
a
good,
text.
Brian.
I just got a text from the boss.
Dun, dun, dun.
What is it?
He's eating a breakfast burrito.
Oh, I thought.
Is that a Milo's burrito, Baden? No, that's from Chick-fil-A. But speaking of Chick-fil-A, you got a story about them too, don't you?
I do.
I wish I had some Chick-fil-A right now.
Yeah, this might take a minute, so we'll probably wait and talk about that and when we come back because we're just a couple minutes away.
Okay.
Hey, just don't forget now, tonight is the post-election show on Piper Pizza Radio with Aaron Ellison and myself.
Yeah.
Live here at the Clanton Tractor Studios.
Yep.
And that starts at 7 tonight. So y'all check us out, 7 till, I guess, 8. I'm not sure exactly.
Yeah.
what
I
the-
guess
what
until
the
y'all are
plans
done talking.
Yeah, we only have 3 local elections to talk about, but there's a bunch as we've talked about earlier.
Yeah.
That'll be on the from the state level, and I guess that'll be interesting to watch that play out. Because there are 4 or 5, I would say, highly winnable races out there for someone to get out there and take it.
Yeah, so y'all get out and vote, and then tune in at 7 on our Facebook, same page you're watching right now on, if you're watching, for the election. What is it called? What are y'all
I just
calling
call it
it?
post-election show.
Post-election
I'm not
show.
sure if exactly. There is something on our Facebook page there about it. I don't know exactly what it's called. Election returns. Yeah, something
Yeah.
like that. So
So, we're going to go to break real quick. We do want to thank Larry Puckett Chevrolet and the Chilton Chamber of Commerce. The Chilton Chamber keeps us up to date with all the happenings around town, and they can keep you up to date too if you sign up through their email or follow them on Facebook. Thank you all so much for sponsoring. So we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to have more fun stuff. And I have a card game that I found
all
that
right,
I think would be fun.
I like card games.
So-
We're gonna play for money.
I don't have any money.
Well, your credit's good. You do have some money somewhere, right?
Yeah,
you're going-
Bailey
Good.
Arrett, he has it in his wallet.
Good. That's the guy I need to just as long as you have a guarantee.
Okay, I'll give you his number.
Yeah.
I'm going to give Mike Bailey's number. So y'all stick around. We'll be back after break. You're tuning in to Morning Mayhem with Mike and Taylor.
Looking for the perfect way to unwind, compete, and have fun with friends or family? Then Putter Up Pelham is your next destination. Whether you're a mini golf pro or just out for a good time, Putter Up offers a one-of-a-kind indoor putting experience with custom effects lighting, sounds, and robotics at each hole, plus automated scoring and a virtual caddy to guide your game. And our ADA-compliant courses include special putters for individuals using wheelchairs or walkers, so everyone can join the fun from ages 4 to 100. Rain or shine, day or night, it's always game time at Putter Up. Come for the fun, stay for the challenge. Swing by Putter Up, where every stroke counts. Traditions come and go, but excellent service and compassionate care are benchmarks in any era. That's what Ellison Memorial Funeral Home is committed to providing you. Whether through the pre-arrangement process or seeking services at your time of loss, Ellison Memorial offers a noticeable level of care and attention to detail. Others do not. So before making a decision based on yesterday's traditions, experience the Ellison difference when it comes to your loved one's final arrangements. You'll be glad you did. Call us today at 205-280-4600. Ellison Memorial Funeral Home, setting the new standard in local funeral service excellence. We are always here when you need us.
Underage drinking is deemed by many adults to be a rite of passage. Parents who host parties for youth may think they are being protective, but they are actually putting their youth at risk of physical and social consequences. Know the truth. Underage drinking and social hosting is a bad mix. For more information, contact Central Alabama Wellness, 205-651-0077, or visit centralalabamawellness.org.
That's when I was calling the show the other day. Hey, we're back here.
I'm sorry,
Taylor
we
and
don't
Mike.
do call-ins.
Morning Mayhem. I know. I meant whatever this is. Okay. What do you call that? Just responses?
Text-ins.
Text-ins? Okay. Because that's what I did the other day. Because I like Jerry Wayne is talking about, he didn't think he had sound. He
Yeah.
probably just had a bad, we're all using our cell phones, so we probably had just a
Yeah.
bad connection. Because I was worrying poor Chrissy to death the other day. On my
Friday-
way to Linden last Thursday,
Oh, it was
I was listening
Thursday.
to y'all's show.
Yeah.
You and Jalen, I think it was.
Yeah.
Which I thoroughly enjoyed. From Selma, about 40 minutes from there, which I got to Selma about 6. So right when y'all came on, or right after y'all came on, I put it on and listened to it for a good 30 minutes before it. That's when I started going, I can't hear you, which I
thank you.
couldn't. But then, I told you I was in slip somewhere in
Yeah.
Alabama. I almost said, yeah, it almost
You
slipped.
almost slipped,
there.
yeah.
Yeah.
I know we had a good time Thursday, and then Friday I didn't realize, but AT&T had an outage, and so a lot of people didn't have phone service. And I was connected to Wi-Fi all morning long, so I
Yeah.
was still getting
Yeah,
text
you were
messages,
good.
and then I left the school because we had a teacher meeting, and my phone just shut down. I was like, what is going on?
Well, I was out going to Linden last Thursday, and enjoying my ride down Alabama Highway 22. Just go right through Selma, take you right downtown Selma, get to see all these big, beautiful older homes.
Yeah.
I was going to say antebellum, but I don't think a lot of them are antebellum. They're post-antebellum.
Yeah.
But they're still big, beautiful homes. Yep.
Well, that's fine.
All right.
I
What
found
you
a
got
card
there?
game at the Target dollar spot the other day. It wasn't $1 though.
Oh,
It's $3.
okay.
And it's called Let's Argue About It.
Hey, I like that. I like the sound of that. I like to argue.
Hot takes and petty arguments, because none of this actually matters, but we will fight about it. Where opinions matter way too much. So, go ahead and draw you a card,
So I
Mike.
draw a card.
I think
Oh,
you either do.
I'm sorry. There's a problem with this card.
It's upside down.
It is printed upside down.
Well,
How'd you know that?
You better get on your head.
Hold on. All right, go ahead. No, that's my favorite thing to do with used to be my favorite thing to do with my daughter, and now it's my granddaughter.
Yeah. The tradition lives on.
Exactly. I got a whole new audience to try all my old stuff out on. All right. Ooh. So what do I do
right.
here?
So I think the top is going to be it's going to coincide with what's on top or bottom of what it's called. So if you do the top, you're what it says on the top. Does that make sense?
No.
Okay, I'll read mine first.
Why don't we? Yeah, let's do an example.
Do you fold your laundry or do you live out of the basket? If Raynette was not in the picture,
Our laundry is folded.
if Mike Ellison had to do the laundry,
I am an excellent folder.
okay?
When I do
So,
it.
You're a domesticated human then. You are not a laundry goblin.
Okay.
I try to fold my laundry.
Yeah.
Most of the time it sits in the basket.
And then
Because
you
when I
just
fold
get
it,
it,
it
reach
gets
in there.
unfolded. Yeah.
Well, but I thought, do you steam it? Is that
Yeah.
you get your steamer out then
Yep.
when you need it?
Yep. Steam as you go.
Okay, well, that's nothing wrong with that. And if you don't want to do 4 or 5,
Throw it in a dryer as you go.
yeah, it's kind of refresh it. Is
Yeah.
that what you do that for? Do you spray it with water when you do that? When you put it in the dryer?
No,
To
our
refresh it?
dryer has a steamer option.
Oh, you got the fancy. You got the Cadillac model.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh
You got me
gosh. Sorry
Rolling
about
up
that.
over here with these coughs.
So I read this part first, and then the bottom part is what you are.
You can just ask the question first on the bottom.
Okay. Oh, wait a minute. I'm
Okay.
just going to show you this
Like-
one. Okay, show me how you did it.
I said, are you folding laundry or are you living out of the basket? And then I guess domesticated human was folding laundry. And laundry goblin was living out of the basket.
So you're the laundry goblin then,
I'm a laundry
or
goblin.
goblinette.
Goblinette,
so you're
yeah.
the female version of it. I think that's the proper way to say
I
that.
think so.
Okay, how about this one?
Gobelina.
Cup or cone?
Oh,
No doubt.
I like a cone, but most of the time I'm going to go cup.
Okay, so the drippy disaster or judgment-free scooping. Ice cream. I'm a cup person.
Really?
Yeah. People look at me, I was like, what kind of cone you want? I want that paper one.
Yeah.
That,
I like a waffle bowl.
and you know why I like that? I don't know. You do like the waffle bowl?
I do like a
You
waffle
do?
bowl. Yeah.
Okay. Well,
I feel like when you get a cone, and some people
oh,
are gonna.
just go to the bottom of the deck now.
Yeah, I can. I mean, obviously, it's called Let's Argue About It, but I feel like when you get a cone, they give you so much ice cream.
You think so?
Yes.
I tell you what, it's hard to beat Old Town Scoops up there in Jemison.
Oh, yeah, they have that Hershey ice cream.
Tiffany, I told you about getting the blue, whatever it was called, blue surf or whatever. I don't even know what it was called, but I never ate blue ice cream before.
Yeah.
But it was very good, very tasty.
Huh.
And my mouth, turned pretty blue too.
Yeah, made your teeth look whiter.
Well, yeah, I guess
Color science.
compared, yeah, the contrast was greater, exactly. All right, we got to do it again? All right,
Yeah,
let's do it. All right,
We'll do one more.
one more.
This one doesn't even make sense for down here because it never snows.
Oh,
Okay, let me get another
go
one.
with a different one. I've got kind of a snow one too.
Really?
I may go for
Oh,
option.
this is a good one.
All right.
Brownies, crispy crust or fudgy core. So do you like the edge pieces or do you want to get one from the middle?
Oh no, the edge.
Me
Edge
too.
is much better.
But it can't be too crispy. You
It's not cooked enough if it's gooey in the middle.
don't like any gooiness?
No goo. I'm a no goo. I'm a non-goo person.
Do you eat ice cream with your
I
brownies?
said I don't like it. We're supposed to argue about this, right?
I think a little bit of gooiness is good.
You do?
Yeah. But not all gooey.
Ah.
Like I want one of the edge pieces where you cut them a little too wide and it's got a little bit of both.
No, it's definitely got to be fully cooked.
With no ice cream?
Oh no, it has to have ice cream.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry. I thought that was that's where the goo comes in. Is from the ice cream. See,
Oh, okay.
after it sits in the cream, that melts as you're
Yeah.
eating it.
So
it
good.
kind of softens up. That's all you need. If you put that gooey stuff in there like that,
It is,
it's
yeah.
like
a mess.
a casserole.
Almost turns into hot fudge. Literally. Do you like brownies with inclusions, or do you like just plain brownies?
You mean like nuts or something, like walnut inclusions? Never heard that term. But yes, I like the inclusions, but I'm just as happy with the plain brownie.
Yeah.
In fact, I like the cosmic brownies. You ever seen those?
Yeah,
Little, like
Bailey
Little
likes
Debbie, I
those
think.
too. Yeah.
It's got the
he
little
eats those for breakfast.
sprinkles on there.
He's diabetic and he eats a cosmic brownie and a Monster Energy drink for breakfast every
Oh, that's
morning.
good. That's good for him.
Very good for him.
Just make sure the life insurance is paid up, Taylor, before we get leaves. All right.
I try to, but he don't like to talk about that.
He
so,
doesn't?
I mean, what can you do? You know?
Well, you have to talk about it, but
I
know. It's not fun to talk about, but you have to do it.
Yeah.
Just in case.
Just in
Some
case.
other
One day
person.
the cosmic brownie
Are
takes
you
him out.
ready?
I'm ready.
All right. So I ask you the question, right? Or no, here we go. I'm confused. Well, how did you do this one? Did you put it on the bottom?
Mine was different from that first one. So
Okay.
it said, I just asked you brownies, crispy crust, veggie core.
Yeah.
So it said the same on both top. Just read what's at the top.
Okay. Toasty toes or foot freedom?
To bed or all the time?
I'm assuming to bed.
Okay, I'm going to go both because
Both? How can you do both? Like wear one sock?
I wear toe socks. So I like my feet. I don't like my toes to touch. So I like foot freedom, but I like to wear socks. And I do wear socks to bed sometimes, but they're separated.
All right. Explain to me what toe socks are.
Okay, so instead of
Is
a
that
one
like
hole, instead of one toe hole, like one regular sock hole, everyone see this?
It's like a glove.
It's a glove. Keeps your toes separated. They don't rub together.
I assume that's what you meant when you said you didn't like your toes to touch.
Yeah,
Or you like
it's
to keep 'em
good for
keep
your
'em
foot
separate.
health. The structure of your foot. And the socks I have are ankle socks, but they're compression on the top, so it kind of squeezes. It's like a hug. It's like a hug for your
But
foot.
I didn't give you that option, to wear.
I mean,
foot
I can't
gloves.
help that. I can't help that both apply.
Well, Raynette is a toasty toes person.
She wears socks to bed.
She does. Well, sometimes
Wow.
when it's really cold.
Yeah.
And when it's not
hate-
as cold, her feet are still cold, so
Yeah.
that they get pressed up against my
Oh,
calves.
yeah, y'all are the best
typically.
warmers.
Yeah, exactly. She's like, hey, what do I need socks for? You're in here.
Right.
So it's either socks in bed or bare feet. I'm a barefoot person.
Yeah. Do you
Eh.
do the whole feet out of the blanket thing?
Sometimes.
One
Depends
foot out,
on
one foot in?
If that's how I regulate my temperature. It's
Yeah.
exactly what I do. I don't like to throw it all off, but I will go a leg out, and it's
Yeah.
amazing how that works.
I know.
It's funny you said that because I thought I was unique.
No, unfortunately not.
regard. I'm not near unique as I thought I was.
But I hate, my feet will get so cold that they'll hurt and it'll wake me up.
Ooh, that's bad.
So bad.
Bad, good. That's bad.
Bad.
Yeah.
It's not even.
I would not like that.
There's no way to do both. It's just terrible.
So does your husband scream out when you put your cold feet up against his calves?
Oh, yeah, he gets annoyed.
Oh, I
He's
bet.
like, wait now.
I mean, it's like sometimes I know it's coming. I'm like, just go ahead and do it. Just get it over
Yeah.
with. And there they come. And it's like, oh, whoa, that's really cold.
Oh, me.
But
yeah, I love a good toe sock. A one hole sock is not for me.
hey,
I prefer a 5-hole sock.
well, that's good to know.
Yeah. So anytime you see me wearing shoes, I probably got my toes separated. They make these things though that they almost look like the little separators for when you go get your toenails done,
Yeah,
but you wear them to bed.
like rings.
Yes. They look like iron knuckles, but for your toes.
Brass knuckles.
Yeah, brass knuckles.
Of course, they probably made iron knuckles too, but
Yeah, maybe. But they make those that you sleep in, and they're like soft and cushiony, but they separate your toes.
hey, just what you like. It's just how you like it.
Yeah.
Yep, exactly.
But I guess we'll get a break. Let y'all go to Amazon and look up some toe socks, get you some. That way y'all don't feel left out.
I forget the sock company in Alabama.
Is it Odd Socks?
I'm not sure. Used to be
Gold toe?
all the socks were made in Alabama. Just
Really?
about over in East Alabama.
Dadgum, I didn't know
Oh
that.
yeah, I forget
Or
what they
sock capital
call
of the
that.
world.
It was. In fact, it was known that, and Fort Payne, that
Yeah.
whole Georgia Alabama line.
Huh.
But not that way anymore.
No, they all come from.
Some company over there is trying to make a
overseas.
come back, and
Yeah.
I forget. I can't remember the name of it. I'm sure we could look it up. I might
Yeah.
look it up during the
I'll
break.
have to look it up and let y'all know. That way you can wear local socks.
Exactly.
But we're going to go to break real quick. When we come back, we're going to do some nature talk and the benefits of bird watching. Because y'all know we can't go an episode without talking about bird watching. Okay? So, y'all stay tuned. You're tuning in to Morning Mayhem with Mike and Taylor. It's 7:46, so we're almost to the top of the hour.
Looking for the perfect way to unwind, compete, and have fun with friends or family? Then Putter Up Pelham is your next destination. Whether you're a mini golf pro or just out for a good time, Putter Up offers a one-of-a-kind indoor putting experience with custom effects lighting, sounds, and robotics at each hole, plus automated scoring and a virtual caddy to guide your game. And our ADA-compliant courses include special putters for individuals using wheelchairs or walkers, so everyone can join the fun from ages 4 to 100. Rain or shine, day or night, it's always game time at Putter Up. Come for the fun, stay for the challenge. Swing by Putter Up, where every stroke counts. Traditions come and go, but excellent service and compassionate care are benchmarks in any era. That's what Ellison Memorial Funeral Home is committed to providing you, whether through the pre-arrangement process or seeking services at your time of loss. Ellison Memorial offers a noticeable level of care and attention to detail. Others do not. So before making a decision based on yesterday's traditions, experience the Ellison difference when it comes to your loved one's final arrangements. You'll be glad you did. Call us today at 205-280-4600. Ellison Memorial Funeral Home, setting the new standard in local funeral service excellence. We are always here when you need us.
Underage drinking is deemed by many adults to be a rite of passage. Parents who host parties for youth may think they are being protective, but they are actually putting their youth at risk of physical and social consequences. Know the truth. Underage drinking and social hosting is a bad mix. For more information, contact Central Alabama Wellness, 205-651-0077, or visit centralalabamawellness.org.
Okay. We are back.
Good morning, everybody.
We found out Mike is not a liar.
I'm many things, but don't think I'm a liar.
He's a truther. Alabama, Fort Payne, Alabama is known as the sock capital of the world.
Well, with that, I'm going to celebrate.
Woohoo!
Second cup of coffee this morning. Thank you, Coca-Cola.
They have historically produced 1 out of every 8 pairs of socks worn in the U.S., with its peak in 1990s.
Golly. Now all those plants are closed, or a lot of them are.
Many closed after 2005, but the town did boast over 100 sock mills, and just alone in Fort Payne.
That's a lot.
That's a lot. There's brands, you said Zacano?
Zacano, yeah, Zacano. I think so.
They are now working to continue the heritage. So, Zacano socks are still made here. Also, I'm scrolling the wrong way, y'all, sorry.
Is the Alabama
Little
Wholesale
River-
Sock Company? I looked that up.
Yep, and Little River Sock Mill.
I think that might be the one I read the story about. Was Little? That sounds like the Little River. It's
Really?
up there below Mentone, Fort Payne. If you know that area, it's
Yep.
beautiful up in there.
I wonder
y'all
if-
ever travel up there? You and Bailey go up there?
We went one time. We went to
Okay.
the Wildflower Cafe.
Oh, yeah.
And we walked up and down, looked at the little shops in
That's
Mentone.
Raynette's favorite restaurant up there is the Wildflower.
Now, I don't eat tomatoes. You know, yesterday I said I do not like tomatoes.
Yeah.
But I tried their tomato pie.
I was just going to
Oh,
talk
my
about the tomato
goodness.
pie.
It is so good. And I think the reason that I liked it is because I saw when you make a tomato pie, first off, they use the Roma tomatoes. So they're more firm. And then also they salt them and let them kind of dehydrate. So they press all the
Excuse me, Coca-Cola. Very good.
they press all of the liquids and juice out of them, and so they're not. It's not like a wet sloppy tomato.
Well, I like wet, sloppy tomatoes.
I do not.
Actually, I don't either. I like to slice them fairly thin. I don't like them real thick, like
Yeah.
on a sandwich. I like them a little thinner, a little salt and pepper on it. Ooh, that's good.
Mayonnaise.
Perhaps if I do, it's very light. I
Yeah.
don't like a whole,
You don't like a lot
big
of
gob of it. Just
What
doesn't-
kind of mayonnaise do y'all use?
Oh, I think we're a Duke's family. I'm not sure. We've been
Made in Louisiana.
We've been other things over the years,
Yeah.
but my mother she would buy this stuff from Kraft. It was
What am I
called
thinking
salad
about?
dressing.
Oh, that's gross.
It was it looked white like mayo, but that was our quote mayo when I was growing up.
Yeah.
I didn't know no better.
Bless
I
it. That's
just
why you
look-
don't like mayonnaise.
Well, perhaps, but I sure don't like a lot of it.
Yeah.
Now mustard, I'm a mustard guy.
You put mustard on your tomato sandwiches?
Absolutely.
Oh my goodness.
What else would you put? Mayo?
That's a lot of
You-
acidity. Acidity. How do you say that?
I don't know if I don't know if either one of those are correct.
Acidity? I don't know.
I don't either, but I do know that I do know what you're saying. There's a lot of acid in there,
Yeah.
high acid content. See, sometimes
Yeah.
you can avoid those words if you
Well, yeah, I'm
just
trying
take
to
another
broaden
minute.
my vocabulary.
Yeah.
This morning at 4 o'clock, I was on the Merriam-Webster app playing games
Yeah.
about different words.
Yeah.
So that I told you I was looking for a thesaurus game. I
Right.
might not have told you.
No, I don't remember about the word. I don't remember hearing the word thesaurus.
Well, I might have been talking to someone else then. But I was like, I wish there was a game that was like a thesaurus. So it'll give you a word and you could choose the one that's like that word. That way, broader vocabulary. And they have it.
They do.
Yeah.
Is it an app?
It's an app. It's
Okay.
the dictionary app, the Merriam-Webster dictionary.
Very good.
So I was playing that for like 30 minutes this
Do
morning.
you guys own a dictionary? You have an actual book dictionary at home?
No, not anymore.
don't?
I used to, but now, I just Google everything.
Oh, me.
But
Brian says we're having audio and video trouble. Sorry about that, folks, if you having trouble, but
yeah,
we don't think it's on our end. Our equipment seems to be working well, and
it's
of course
probably
we do
you.
have a new
No, I'm just kidding.
operator. Oftentimes, you have issues
Yeah,
with the operation.
a lot of issues sometimes.
A lot of issues.
Sometimes.
But anyway, we're sorry if that's happening to you. We don't want it to.
Well,
We were talking about Chick-fil-A earlier, and I didn't quite get to the story.
yeah.
But Chick-fil-A, besides an excellent chicken sandwich, what else are they famous for, Taylor?
Their manners.
Well, that too. What else? What else do you think about when you think about them?
Not being able to eat there on Sunday.
They're closed on Sunday.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's the answer I was looking for, although there's a lot of other things. But they now have been sued by a former employee
Oh my.
for religious discrimination.
Oh my
And
goodness.
Chick-fil-A, they're founded by Christians. They're run today by Christian people
Yeah.
who are of the Christian faith. The Kathy family, I believe it is. Truett Kathy was the
Yeah.
founder from Atlanta area. And so, anyway, they've been sued by an employee in the state of Texas. Chick-fil-A's gone nationwide now.
Oh, yeah.
They were pretty much a regional company for a while, and then they've just slowly expanded. I remember when they built the one up in Des Moines, Iowa, I thought, oh, my goodness, what is this world coming to? But anyway, there was an employee in Texas that only mentions the Dallas area. It doesn't say which part of the Dallas area. But this lady filed her complaint through the Equal Employment Opportunity Commission, EEOC, which typically is how you handle these types of employment disputes or employment law disputes.
Yeah.
You file your complaint through the EEOC. They do I don't want to, again, put them down. I call it, because I've dealt with them many times, I call it more of a cursory investigation. and then they make a ruling, and basically all they do is they have to give the employee, in this case, I assume woman named Laurel Tarode or Tarodi. She's a member of the United Church of God, who observes their Sabbath from sunset on Friday through Saturday, through sunset at Saturday, I
So
guess.
homegirl just wanted the whole weekend off.
Apparently. Although she says that they originally made accommodations for her when she started, but then that began to change. And then because she couldn't work on Saturdays when they needed her to, they eventually let her go.
Yeah.
So what happens is the EEOC will investigate Taylor, and they will say, well, we think there is a cause of action here, or we think there isn't. Now, just because they say there isn't doesn't mean that the employee can't proceed, but it certainly is more of a hill to climb without the EEOC backing you.
Yeah.
So anyway, she was offered a demotion from fleet supervisor to delivery driver, but it was a position that came with less pay and reduced benefits, few hours, and she didn't want that. And then eventually she got terminated.
Yeah.
So anyway, it's interesting to see this happen to Chick-fil-A. But I got to tell you, they're in a very conservative part of Texas, or appear to be. Although if they're in Dallas or Dallas County, they're not.
I was going to say, Bailey had to travel to Dallas-Fort Worth area, and where he was not very conservative.
Right, they're parts. I mean,
Yeah.
obviously, but or apparently.
I don't know, though. I can't really put blame on her or them, because you can't blame the lady for wanting to follow the Sabbath if that's what her church and denomination believes in. But also,
Well,
can't.
What do you think of the fact that they accommodated her at first? And
Yeah,
then
that's
later
kind
they
of
changed their mind?
strange. I think that's probably what'll do it for them.
Well, it could just be that. I mean, they are, as you said, very courteous.
Yeah.
And maybe they were just thinking, well, we'll try to make this work. And I don't know what was said, obviously, between these parties.
Yeah.
But I think it's that's the only part of this that I think is a negative for Chick-fil-A, is that they accommodated this person instead of just saying, I'm sorry. Now, of course, Taylor, there's some that say, danged if you do, danged if you don't.
Yeah.
So maybe they would have gotten sued. They hadn't hired her for discrimination because they wouldn't even consider her because she couldn't work on Saturday.
Yeah.
But they've been sued about not being up on Sunday, before, and they've won every time, and they've been sued. So anytime
Yeah.
anybody tries to hurt Chick-fil-A, the people, we seem to rally behind them because we like the fact that they are a Christian-based company.
Yeah.
And they're not afraid to stand up, for their values.
Have you ever been to the first, I think it is the first Chick-fil-A over in the outskirts of Atlanta?
I have not.
It's pretty good. It's Hawaiian.
Theme.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
So you can get like pineapple on your sandwich if you want it?
They have all kinds of different menu items. They have pineapple chicken salad.
Okay, so it is not your typical
And
Chick-fil-A then.
They do have regular Chick-fil-A things, but they also have different types
extra
of
stuff?
extras. Yeah.
Hey.
And it's decorated Hawaiian.
I haven't seen
It almost looks like one of the Disney restaurants.
that. Okay.
They have little ukuleles you can play while you're waiting
Yeah.
to be seated. It's a sit down, be served restaurant. It's pretty cool.
How about that?
Yeah.
No, but I have not been there. Maybe that'll be something else we go check out
Yeah.
one of these days, right, Nat?
It's worth the drive, I would say so.
There you go.
But we're going to go to break real quick. We're at the top of the hour, coming into 8 o'clock. It is still Tuesday, the 19th. It looks like it's gotten a little bit chilly outside, but that may just be because we turned the air on in here.
I think that's the interior
I think so.
air.
So, when we come back, we're going to talk about some bird watching and brain health. So, we'll be right back. Y'all stay tuned. You're tuning in to Morning Mayhem.
Looking for the perfect way to unwind, compete, and have fun with friends or family? Then Putter Up Pelham is your next destination. Whether you're a mini golf pro or just out for a good time, Putter Up offers a one-of-a-kind indoor putting experience with custom effects lighting, sounds, and robotics at each hole, plus automated scoring and a virtual caddy to guide your game. And our ADA-compliant courses include special putters for individuals using wheelchairs or walkers, so everyone can join the fun from ages 4 to 100. Rain or shine, day or night, it's always game time at Putter Up. Come for the fun, stay for the challenge. Swing by Putter Up, where every stroke counts. Traditions come and go, but excellent service and compassionate care are benchmarks in any era. That's what Ellison Memorial Funeral Home is committed to providing you, whether through the pre-arrangement process or seeking services at your time of loss. Ellison Memorial offers a noticeable level of care and attention to detail. Others do not. So before making a decision based on yesterday's traditions, experience the Ellison difference when it comes to your loved one's final arrangements. You'll be glad you did. Call us today at 205-280-4600. Ellison Memorial Funeral Home, setting the new standard in local funeral service excellence. We are always here when you need us.
Underage drinking is deemed by many adults to be a rite of passage. Parents who host parties for youth may think they are being protective, but they are actually putting their youth at risk of physical and social consequences. Know the truth. Underage drinking and social hosting is a bad mix. For more information, contact Central Alabama Wellness, 205-651-0077, or visit centralalabamawellness.org.
All right, here we are, 8:04, hour number 3, Taylor. We made it through the first 2. All right, it's Tuesday, May the 19th.
Yeah.
It's the weather's mild out there,
It is mild.
although it's a warmer mild.
But it's going to get up to hot today.
The forecast is hot today.
Possible fire.
Yeah, exactly. But hey, I wanted to talk a little bit about sports, if I could. Starting tonight at the Hoover Met Stadium is the SEC baseball tournament.
It is.
And
Crept up on us.
it kicks off early today, 9:30, here in just a little while, with Missouri, who is overall record is 23-30, playing the 15th ranked Ole Miss Rebels, who are 37-19. That's at 9:30. At 1 o'clock, Kentucky, who is 31-20, is playing Vanderbilt, 32-24 on the season. And in game, that's at 1 o'clock. And these are, the 9:30 is the only one that starts for sure at 9:30.
Yeah.
And that's, of course, without any bad weather or anything, which they typically, I think it's going to be fine today. Maybe later, some of these later games could be affected. Vanderbilt and Kentucky, as I was saying, scheduled for 1 p.m. start. At 4:30 schedule is South Carolina, who is 22-34 on the season, playing Tennessee, the Vols, 37-19. A lot of really good teams in the conference have been ranked in the top 25, and I think it's a testament to the conference to have a ranked team in the top 25 playing in this first round, because usually it's your teams that aren't quite that good. I know Oklahoma was in the top 25 for several weeks, but then, hey, the schedule catches up to you. So you meet the wrong team, somebody's hot, you lose. But that game is scheduled to start at 4:30 today, and at 6 o'clock is LSU and Oklahoma. The Bayou Bengals, who are accustomed to being in the upper half of the conference, are near the bottom this year.
Yeah.
29 wins, 27 losses. against Oklahoma is 32-20. But hey, you never know who is going to get hot and is going to be, advancing in these tournaments. You just never know. Tomorrow night, the winner, I believe I've got this right. I believe the winner of the Missouri Ole Miss game is going to play Mississippi State in the morning at 9:30. Mississippi State sits at 39 wins and 16 losses. They're ranked 13th in the latest Division I poll. And then at approximately 1 o'clock, the Florida Gators, 19th ranked and 37-18, play the winner of Kentucky and Vanderbilt. And then at approximately 4:30, you have the Razorbacks, 12th ranked Razorbacks. Well, they'll play either South Carolina or Tennessee at 4:30. And at 8 p.m., Auburn Tigers, who are currently ranked 5th in the nation, they will play the winner of LSU and Oklahoma. Mm-hmm. And so that means that there are four teams that got 2 byes. They don't have to play the first day or the second day. And that's the 4th-ranked Georgia Bulldogs. 18th-ranked Alabama Crimson Tide plays Thursday. The Tide will play someone. Will be a winner, probably the winner of Auburn, Arkansas, of those games. But the Tide is 37-18. Georgia's 43-12. The Bulldogs just took 2 of 3 this weekend from Auburn at Auburn. They are the regular season SEC champions.
Yeah.
And Alabama had their 7-game conference winning streak snapped by the Ole Miss Rebels. But the Tide did manage to come back and win on Sunday to take the series. Friday, you have the Texas Longhorns waiting another winner game, and then Texas A&M plays another game, another winner. And then you'll have the losers. They'll be playing in there. It's a double elimination tournament, I believe, and so it will be at that point. After that point, it will be. But anyway, it's exciting. So they're at the Hoover Met. I believe I heard that the Met had done a lot of work on their stadium.
Really?
This off season, so to speak. Hoover High School, I guess, still plays their games there. They're just right down the street from them.
Yeah.
If you're familiar with it. But anyway, yeah, Auburn had lost the first 2 games to Georgia in their big series down there at Hitchcock Field. But the Tigers did manage to run rule the Bulldogs on Sunday, 14-4. Alabama, as I said, took that series, beating Ole Miss 6-2. There was an interesting football game there. I thought this was a football score. It was Arkansas 16 and Kentucky 12. That's a lot of runs to score in baseball. Here's another one: Florida 15, LSU 11. So that's good time. It's just right up the road from us. If you're interested.
Yeah.
In getting to go.
And they have a lot of stuff to do for kids in the Fan Fest
That's
area.
right. They do. Yeah.
So it's a good time. And Baden and Jason Green today are on the road to Oxford to Chocolaco Park for the girls softball.
State.
State.
I think it's the Final Four.
I think so.
The top 4 teams in Class 1A, Maplesville
Yep.
Red Devils. Lady Red Devils are one of them.
Yeah.
And,
Versus Athens. You said Athens Christian?
Athens Bible. It is a private school up in Athens, Alabama.
Okay.
There.
So, meeting just about in the middle.
I guess so. Yeah,
And
from those 2
battling
vantage
it
points.
out.
Yeah, those guys are on the way. They're probably there by now.
Oh, yeah. Game starts at 9, so
Yep.
that'll be on the radio.
And then, depending on how the Lady Red Devils do, I think they get I think it's a double elimination, so they have a chance to play at least 2 games and further if they should advance. So,
Yeah. So
keep your
good
fingers
luck
crossed
to
and keep
them.
pulling for those Lady Red Devils.
Right. Bring it back home to the county.
That's right. We'd love to see that. Wouldn't
That's
that be
right.
something if the football team could win a championship and now here the girls?
I know. Just powerhouse all around.
I got to call the boys baseball game last week with Lisa, and they didn't win.
Oh.
But boy, they were so close. They got
Yeah.
all the way to the 6th inning. They had a 4-run lead. It looked really, really good. But as I said then, the momentum shifted, and the team from Fayetteville
Yeah.
came back and won 7-5. But it's funny because the Lady Red Devils eliminated Fayetteville High School in their last game. They got behind. I think it was 7-6, and it wasn't sure that Maplesville was going to advance. And then they got hot. I think they ended up winning 11-7 or 12-7. So they, I don't want to say won comfortably, but they built a pretty good lead and held on.
Well,
So that's exciting.
congratulations
That's
and good
coming
luck
up.
to them.
I mean, that's coming up literally in 45, 50 minutes.
Yeah.
Those guys will be on the air, and it'll be interesting to see if the Lady Red Devils can maintain that success.
That's
now,
right.
sometimes you've got a loose team. They're not really worried. They don't get uptight about anything. And then sometimes you got folks that they get a little tight. You know, their shoes are a little too tight for them. And,
Oh, yeah.
And the moment. You know, and that's got to be hard. I've never been there,
Yeah.
so I can't speak. I've never played for, in the semifinals of the state championship, so I don't have anything to relate it to. But I do know that these are young women and girls, and so they're going to be just like anybody else would. They're going to have some that are going to be loose and some that are going to be a little uptight.
Yep.
So you hope they can blend together and pull out a victory.
Absolutely. So good luck to them. Y'all tune in at 9 on Piper Peach Radio for that coverage. And we're going to go to break. When we come back, we'll be talking about some stuff. I don't know what we're going to be talking about, but we'll be talking. You think so?
We will talk. Definitely.
So, Yappy and Pappy coming back at you after this break. You're watching or listening or tuning into Morning Mayhem with Mike and Taylor.
I don't like.
Looking for the perfect way to unwind, compete, and have fun with friends or family? Then Putter Up Pelham is your next destination. Whether you're a mini golf pro or just out for a good time, Putter Up offers a one-of-a-kind indoor putting experience with custom effects lighting, sounds, and robotics at each hole, plus automated scoring and a virtual caddy to guide your game. And our ADA-compliant courses include special putters for individuals using wheelchairs or walkers, so everyone can join the fun from ages 4 to 100. Rain or shine, day or night, it's always game time at Putter Up. Come for the fun, stay for the challenge. Swing by Putter Up, where every stroke counts. Traditions come and go, but excellent service and compassionate care are benchmarks in any era. That's what Ellison Memorial Funeral Home is committed to providing you. Whether through the pre-arrangement process or seeking services at your time of loss, Ellison Memorial offers a noticeable level of care and attention to detail. Others do not. So before making a decision based on yesterday's traditions, experience the Ellison difference when it comes to your loved one's final arrangements. You'll be glad you did. Call us today at 205-280-4600. Ellison Memorial Funeral Home, setting the new standard in local funeral service excellence. We are always here when you need us.
Underage drinking is deemed by many adults to be a rite of passage. Parents who host parties for youth may think they are being protective, but they are actually putting their youth at risk of physical and social consequences. Know the truth. Underage drinking and social hosting is a bad mix. For more information, contact Central Alabama Wellness, 205-651-0077, or visit centralalabamawellness.org.
like, no, let's push it to June. And now here we are back at 8/18.
All right, 8/18 on May
5/19.
19th. It's a Tuesday,
It is a Tuesday.
election day.
It is
Can't
election
emphasize
day.
enough. Get out there and vote, people.
And today I've got to go get a pedicure. I've got to go practice softball. I've got to go to results for the elections. I've got to do a self-tan. I need to put on my eyelashes. And I need to wash my hair.
That sounds like
And I've got to pack all my stuff.
I think you need a planner, a helper.
I think so too. I'm better. Actually, I'm not. I'm not better at delegating people to do things because if I have to ask you to do something, I'd rather just go do it.
You would.
Yeah.
You don't want to just say,
No, because if I ask you to do something and then you don't do it and I come back and ask, hey, where is blah, blah, and you're like, oh, I haven't started it. Don't worry about it.
yeah.
I'll take the trash out, Bailey. Don't worry about it.
I took the trash out yesterday when I got home.
Really? On
Yes.
your way out to your nature walk?
I'm no.
Aw.
But I needed to do the garage. I needed to empty that today, and I didn't quite. I was afraid. I was actually on time today, 5:30.
I was a little bit late.
I know.
Pulled up
Well,
to
just
Starbucks.
a couple minutes.
Yeah, I pulled up to Starbucks to get my sandwich and my grilled cheese I ordered. Or grilled cheese is a sandwich. My tea and my grilled cheese. She gave me my tea and she was like, have a good day. I said, I had a sandwich.
Yeah.
So then I had to wait on them to warm it up.
Pardon moi, madame,
And I don't
mademoiselle.
I don't mean to be a Debbie Downer, but if I order online, why am I still waiting on my stuff when I pull up?
Yeah, exactly. How long ago was that?
mean,
At least
10
several minutes.
minutes.
Exactly, 10 minutes.
Should be ready.
I think it's all a big
I digress.
scam. They're gonna fix it when you get there. I mean,
know it.
what if they fixed it and it sat there for 10 minutes? It wouldn't be as good as it
mean-
would be, if they waited. But
I'm telling you.
yeah,
But still, it would take them maybe 5 minutes to fix it. So it'd be sitting there for 5 minutes.
did you know that there was? You want me to do this local story about the?
Yeah, if you're tired of hearing me complain,
No.
everyone
It's not that. I didn't know if we wanted to get into something else.
Yeah.
But I wanted to talk about Jimmy Sosa. Is a senior at Isabella High School. We got 2 stories about him.
Wow.
This was pretty neat, I thought. One was that he won the Class 2A javelin throw at the state track championships, which was
Awesome.
last week. And it was a great story, I thought. He had been inspired to do this from his cousin, C.J. LeCroy, who had himself placed 3rd in the state javelin throw during his time at high school. In high school, so anyway, he got into it. He got a little better. He did. I think he was 10th when he was in the 8th grade. Then he moved up to 3rd and then 2nd. So he was really doing very good. With his javelin throwing, and then he suffered an injury.
Oh man.
When he was a junior, and so he basically sat out last season. And then he came back and he went and he got with a coach, a young person from Birmingham named Curtis Thompson, who he himself was a javelin champion for Mississippi State University.
Wow.
Which I know you're very familiar with, the Bulldogs over there in Starkville,
Yeah.
or Stark Vegas, as some of them like to call it.
Oh yeah, Stark Vegas.
Yeah. But how about that? He threw one of his best throws ever at the state meet, 181 feet.
Oh my goodness.
Now, I have never personally held a javelin that they throw. I've thrown, heavy sticks and bars, metal bars, just to kind of act like I was a javelin, throwing a javelin rather.
Just to
but
kinda
I've
test
never
out,
done it,
see
so
how
I
you
don't know.
do.
I know it's got a point on the end of it because it sticks in the ground
Yeah.
when they throw it, or at least they typically do. But anyway, I just thought it was. He dreams about becoming an Olympian, and he might just
That
do
is
it one of these
awesome.
days.
I like that he had the drive and the want to go find a coach and
I know
pursue
it.
it.
How about that? Not just to, be good at it or pretty good at it, but he's great at it.
Yeah.
Good enough to get to the championship round and win it.
That's
for
right.
Isabella High School.
Congratulations.
Now, other good news about Jimmy, which is that he signed a track scholarship with the Air Force Academy.
Wow.
Isn't that something? Obviously, that was going on, before. But again, he's been competing in this event for years.
Yeah.
At the state level. So, but when I saw the picture of his family, I'm friends with several of them. I just thought it was great. His grandfather is, or excuse me, I guess it would be his great grandfather is Raymond Sosa, I'll call it, or I'll just go with that. And then his son is Ray, married to a classmate of mine, Deborah.
Aw.
Deborah Logan Sosa. Hello,
Are they
Deborah.
at the trade school? Does his family work out there?
Probably. I don't know.
like-
I think a lot of them have been in education.
Okay.
I don't know about Deborah and Ray, but I think Deborah may have been a nurse, if I remember right.
Yeah.
And but her husband Ray, Jimmy's grandfather, he was like a I don't know the title, but he was a teacher, instructor, a video guy, whatever that would be. He was
like computer programming?
Yes, he was like that kind of a teacher, I believe.
Yeah.
Very, very smart man and knows computers very well. But anyway, there's his dad and his obviously his mom and his brother. I mean, they're all very proud of him.
Yeah.
About what he's done. But to get a scholarship to the U.S. Air Force Academy, I mean, that's a huge deal.
That is.
In addition to being, an airman out there in Colorado Springs. I think we talked about that not too long ago, about being out in Colorado and Colorado Springs, how beautiful it was, how the Air Force Academy kind of sits what I'll call in a bowl. It looks like a natural stadium.
Yeah.
I mean, all these huge rock walls behind it, the Rocky Mountains, and then in the little valley there is the
Yeah.
actual academy.
That's awesome.
And I understood that we could have driven through it, taking just a driving tour to kind of keep you off, limit your access. But we didn't do it. We were on our way to Pikes Peak, and it's not far from there. But anyway, congratulations to Jimmy Sosa and his family, and the entire Isabella family. Because I mean,
Absolutely.
they're just like a lot of schools, or all schools are basically here. They're very close knit.
Yeah.
Community supports them. And speaking of Isabella or any other of our high schools, have you been around? I mean, what's going on down there in Isabella? Don't they doing some construction? Do you pass that every day?
No, I live in Verbena.
I said Isabella. I meant Verbena.
Oh.
Are they doing the construction still on the elementary
I haven't
school?
went by lately.
I didn't know if you went there. You don't come by there every morning on the
No.
way to work.
So where I live, there's 3 different points I could come out. I can come out in the middle, and not the first one. The first one goes by the school, but I come out 22 instead of 59.
But I see Isabella's work all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are. It is coming. Chrissy's saying
Yeah.
that they're
coming
building it. So
along.
I mean, they are. Well, we had Superintendent Clements on the show, a
Yeah.
few weeks ago, or he was talking about all the projects that were going on. So
I know. I'm excited. It seems like all the schools in the county have something going on.
I think they do
And
too.
I think it's the first time in a really long time that
I mean,
you can visually see progress at every school.
capital improvements is what I would call those.
Yeah.
Investing into their campuses.
That's right.
I was out at Maplesville for their baseball game, like I said a few weeks ago, and they're doing some work around it. I mean, they all look like construction zones right now, but I promise you, it'll get better.
Yeah.
So, I've got some more sports. I think. Well, let me just talk about the playoffs real quick. Or do you want to?
You want me to talk about bird watching real quick, and then we'll come back to
let's
sports?
do that. Let's do that.
Well, we got
do
about
some-
2 minutes till break,
That
so
sounds
I'll
good.
cover this. So, a lot of my ads on Google have been how to protect your brain from dementia. And I think it hears me talking and knows that my mental state is not what it should be for my age. But anyway, I digress. Bird watching may protect brain health.
I do not doubt it.
So there's studies, and it says that the new research using MRI suggests bird watching can reshape your brain through neuroplasticity and potentially protects against dementia. It says expert bird watchers have unique and neural activity and structures, and it keeps elderly hobbyists sharp by combining mental focus with physical activity.
I think that's great.
I think so too. And I know a lot of these articles that I see, they talk about staying sedimentary. Is that the word I'm looking
That's
for?
the word you're looking for.
Thought so. It's the
Inactive.
thesaurus. Inactive.
Yep.
Not being active at all. It's killing your brain cells.
That too, in addition to your body.
And your body,
The rest of your body, I mean, besides your brain.
And I didn't know, I read this morning also, that when your brain cells can only die so many times, like before they just completely die out.
Before they're gone.
Before they regenerate, yeah.
Yep.
So, stay active. I think phones and TVs have a lot to do with it.
That we just sit and scroll.
Yeah, brain rot.
I've got a really good muscle right here in my
Yeah.
finger where I scroll.
Yeah, the social media finger.
Yeah, that one.
Video game thumbs.
But I think that's wonderful. I mean, anything to
Yeah.
stimulate your mind, and like you said, get the exercise. You typically go out to do that.
And that was another thing, was exercise was one of them, and that could even just be walking around outside, fresh air, gardening.
I mean,
was
like
one.
On the nature walks.
Your nature walks, yeah.
I've tried to.
So-
That's the way I look at it. I got to stay active.
That's right. So if you feel like you cannot think clear thoughts and get out what you need to say, like me, get outside and get off of your phone. But not right now. Don't get off until 9.
We have a volunteer. Yeah, don't get off the phone yet.
Don't get off till 9.
Wait till 30 minutes.
Yeah, I don't
Or wait
think
till the end of the ball game.
Yeah, I don't think we'd take out brain cells. Do you?
Sorry, what? Come on,
We're
that was
gonna
funny.
take a break real quick.
That was
and
funny.
Get on the same page.
Yeah, exactly.
Looking for the perfect way to unwind, compete, and have fun with friends or family? Then Putter Up Pelham is your next destination. Whether you're a mini golf pro or just out for a good time, Putter Up offers a one-of-a-kind indoor putting experience with custom effects lighting, sounds, and robotics at each hole, plus automated scoring and a virtual caddy to guide your game. And our ADA-compliant courses include special putters for individuals using wheelchairs or walkers, so everyone can join the fun from ages 4 to 100. Rain or shine, day or night, it's always game time at Putter Up. Come for the fun, stay for the challenge. Swing by Putter Up, where every stroke counts. Traditions come and go, but excellent service and compassionate care are benchmarks in any era. That's what Ellison Memorial Funeral Home is committed to providing you. Whether through the pre-arrangement process or seeking services at your time of loss, Ellison Memorial offers a noticeable level of care and attention to detail. Others do not. So before making a decision based on yesterday's traditions, experience the Ellison difference when it comes to your loved one's final arrangements. You'll be glad you did. Call us today at 205-280-4600. Ellison Memorial Funeral Home, setting the new standard in local funeral service excellence. We are always here when you need us.
Underage drinking is deemed by many adults to be a rite of passage. Parents who host parties for youth may think they are being protective, but they are actually putting their youth at risk of physical and social consequences. Know the truth. Underage drinking and social hosting is a bad mix. For more information, contact Central Alabama Wellness, 205-651-0077, or visit centralalabamawellness.org.
We be jamming. I
We
love that.
jamming.
Love that intro.
I've been looking for my
see that.
karaoke song for the cruise, and I can't find one. I thought maybe Benny and the Jets, but I don't know.
What do you sing? What's your octave there?
I sing what I want
Are
to.
you like a what do they call it? Not a you don't sing bass.
You know, I really don't know.
Okay. Let me think. What would be a good song for you? What about Jolene? Do you know Jolene, the song Jolene?
Yeah,
You do?
I may test it out and see.
Okay.
I want
Yeah, it's a
something
Dolly
that's going
Parton
to get.
song,
I
right?
know.
Yep.
And it's about a girl with locks of auburn hair, flaming locks of auburn hair.
Oh, really? I didn't.
And
I didn't even
eyes
know that.
of emerald green.
How about that?
I know.
You're right. I do remember that. You're
Am I
pretty,
Jolene? Probably not, but I do have those features.
you do have those features. Someone could write a song about you.
Yeah. I want a jam. I want something that the crowd's going to be like, oh my gosh.
Okay. Well, let me think then.
I tried out yours. You dropped the ball on me. Not
yeah.
a good karaoke song.
Did you do? Who whistled for you?
You know, I've been working on whistling.
Oh, have you? Have you?
I have. The other day I whistled for a few, let's say a few minutes. It's probably a couple seconds straight. And Bailey didn't even acknowledge it.
He missed the opportunity there, didn't he? See? There you go. That's how you start.
I know.
Learn to make one sound and then just kind of work on that until
Yeah.
you can
You just got to practice.
do it better. Yep. Oh, that was another thing about that story about Jimmy Sosa, the track athlete from Isabella. That's one thing he said. He said, he got the coach, and the coaches basically put into him, practice, practice, practice. And I've meant to mention that, and when you said practice, it just reminded me of it because that's huge.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just being dedicated. And That's how
Absolutely.
you got to be the best.
And he's probably one of those that every time you go up by the school, he's out there practicing.
You got to be careful. That was one thing I did in high school. I told you I've never really held one. I tried to, but I was a official javelin catcher
Oh,
for a Chilton County high school track team.
let's see.
Yeah. Shoulders a little hurt,
I bet.
Went in that
All
one
that
time, but
stabbing.
it wasn't that bad.
No, not
And I
bad.
caught a few of them. But javelin catcher,
Did you use
that's
glove?
What now?
Did you use gloves?
I don't remember. Probably not. Who needs gloves?
True
Catch a giant
athlete
metal,
right there. I'm telling you.
Heavy
a masculine athlete.
metal bar. I wonder, Chrissy, how much a javelin weighs.
I don't know. You know those shot put.
Yeah, I think
that
they
is
have
heavy.
12 pounds or 16 pounds. I
And
mean,
you can only use one hand.
that's right. And I think the farthest one of those is like 60 feet.
That's crazy.
To throw a 16-pound ball 60 feet.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a lot.
And not every hand, you got to push it.
I like it. I like it the way that when they cover that on television, you hear the person go, because the women do it too. They throw
Yeah.
them, and it was like, ugh, the grunt, and then you hear thud.
Yeah.
Because that big ball hits the ground.
Did you know Olympians used to. What?
She's got to wait for me.
Oh, go ahead.
It says 1.76 to 1.8 pounds.
Okay.
It's pretty light.
So that's
That's for men.
yeah, one pound, 1.7 pounds.
Yeah.
I thought it was heavier.
Huh.
So it's actually apparently relatively light, although that's almost 2 pounds.
That's
So-
almost harder than throwing something a little bit heavy, though.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, that's why you can throw that 180 feet and throw the
Yeah.
shot put, 50 feet or 40 feet.
But I read this morning. I did a lot of reading this morning.
Good.
Yeah, I got up at 4, read for about an hour. Anyway, Olympians used to compete naked. And I thought that it was because of like speed and clothing factoring into their weight and stuff like that.
Is it simply about resistance?
This said that it was because they trained so much and that like to build up their body to perform. I don't think that's right though.
What difference would that make?
Right.
To be,
like they're not out there to look good. They're out there to
unclothed,
win.
now that we call being, killed unalived.
Yeah,
Yeah. So,
unfortunately so. I almost unalived an owl again on the way here yesterday morning. I forgot to tell you. It's in the same area that I see this owl. I wonder if it's the same owl.
they're very territorial. It very
Yeah.
likely could be.
It's in the same area right there between the KMA and Kellyco,
Yeah.
where the farmland is. Have you been out there recently? They're
No.
building something. I don't know what they're
okay.
building.
No.
But it's right there between the woods and the field.
Is that on 24?
No, this is on 31.
31. Okay. Gotcha.
Kellyco does sit on the corner of 31 and 24, though.
Okay. That's what I
Or
thought.
Sunshine Mart.
Yeah, whatever it's called. It used to be Kelly. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
So, but we need to. Okay. So I think that what we're going to do, Taylor, is we're going to go ahead and join our broadcast team in Oxford in just a minute. And we're going to let that be the end of our show today.
Yep.
And we'll be back in the morning
Yeah.
at 6 a.m.
And what did we say they were doing?
They are covering the Alabama High School Association Class 1A softball tournament, girls
That is
softball
right.
tournament, where our own Maplesville Lady Red Devils are playing Athens Bible
Yeah.
today
In Oxford.
at 9 o'clock. Go ahead and say it. I love to say it.
Chocolaca.
Chakalaka Park. That's got to be Indian, don't you think?
I would think so.
Yeah, me too.
I would definitely think so. It's a very nice park, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Jason Green's going to be covering that. Does he have anybody with him today, I wonder?
I don't know if Lisa's with him or not. I don't know.
We
I
know
do
it's
not.
going to be Jason, though. He's
I do
always
not know.
very entertaining to listen to when it comes to
Oh
sports.
yeah,
Makes you feel
he's
like
good.
you're there.
He knows his stuff. I think I've told you this before, but Jason used to work at a local newspaper, the Clan Advertiser.
Yeah.
And he would write these opinion articles, and I guess as much as I thought I knew about writing and all this and why you do things,
Yeah.
there's stuff I still didn't know.
We need him to write some opinion articles for us. We need to do an opinion.
He could do that.
column.
I definitely believe he could do it. But I remember I used to just basically wait for the newspapers. I could go read what he wrote because I found myself not always but often disagreeing with him and having different opinions and think, man, this guy he didn't know what he's talking about.
Yeah.
And then as I got to know him later, fast forward 20 years or however long ago that was, he would say things like, "Hey, you realize I was taking that other position so I could get people like you to buy a newspaper and read and have a different opinion with
It's all
me."
in the marketing.
I'm like, oh, so it was a profit. It was a
scam.
profit motive, a profit scam.
Oh, me.
Well,
We are going to join
8:43.
them.
Yep.
That's right. So, y'all go grab you a cup of coffee,
Enjoy
a
the game.
Coca-Cola, whatever you may be drinking this morning. I hope you're not having happy hour yet.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere, but not here. So they'll be going live soon
That's
on
right.
Facebook. Not on Facebook, I'm sorry, on the app. So y'all go download Piper Peach Radio app if you haven't already and listen in and support those Lady Devils.
Go Devils.
Go Devils,
Bring
y'all.
home that championship. This is the Final Four. So.
That's right. Y'all have a great day and don't forget to vote today. We'll be back at 7. Bye.